Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is Savage Thursday, and I'm Marbanya, and these are the merry minstrels that are slowly gathering uh, on screen here. I think I got everybody's cameras turned on. Should have.
I'm just starting mine up right now.
So yeah, it's been 3 weeks, so we're shaking the cobwebs out, making sure everything's on. Oh yeah, son of a bitch! That's working, Venerick.
Yay, good job, Venick.
Nice one, Venom.
Thank you, thank you. I figured, we're just getting going. Why not get the heart pumping, right?
Yeah, that did kind of get the old heart pumping. Hang on, let me make
Got a
sure
little
I've got my
adrenaline to go.
my 911 on speed dial here.
I thought you had one of those like old person fall down bands for when you fell out of your chair from this.
I've got this. I'm gonna give a plug out to him.
Life alert.
You can't. No, you can't see. It's a Secret Labs chair. It's the Titan, man. This thing is. It showed a guy that weighed about 300 pounds lay the back of it completely down and then lay back in it and move around and bounce up and down, and the thing didn't tip over. And I'm like, that's the chair for me. Now I haven't hit 300 pounds, but it's
Well,
like a big
obviously it had some really.
throne, man. It's one of the greatest chairs I've ever had, man. It's freaking awesome. But
Sounds nice to me.
it's
I mean,
there was
obviously it's a has a very good center of gravity.
it does, and Vino, I think it's made right there in your home state, somewhere around Nashville, I believe. So plug
Oh, if
out
I
to
know.
them. Secret Labs chairs. Yep, and be prepared to be on a waiting list because they are that nice. So, anyway, that's all the freebies you get. Beyond that, talk to Venerick or Brad or Rondon or Wicked or Cobbler if he gets here. Those guys are my agents, and that's what the Merry Minstrels
Ooh,
do. They
see Cobbler.
negotiate deals and
Wow.
they share the money around. If there's anything left over, we go to other people's channels and we give it away. So it's like this reciprocal. It's this reciprocal revolving door that all the money that comes through here, I go to these other streamers that are using Fantasy Ground, but I only do it on Fantasy Grounds tables. So anyway, with that in mind, do you guys recall where we were? I heard a little
You're
chatter.
buying snout paste because
Okay.
sometimes you don't want to chew your meat.
All right. Well, since I already gave a synopsis for at least the few of us
Meat
that
for the
were
win.
here, last time we went to the Mousetrap, we saw the performance. Managed to get backstage and see Trixie Star. Learn that she is in fact Linda Ann Thompson. She has an alibi, however flimsy. Supposedly at the at a double show at the movie theater. Let's see. Smokes the same cigs, perfume. Claims she doesn't use the same lipstick, but has motive and opportunity for sure because of the whole will thing. Then we went to the Natural History Museum / Hall of Records to look up some things that didn't seem to indicate a pattern with Manchester deaths. We were also looking up the witch families. One of them died off, and the other moved west after the witch trials.
What were those names again? Wasn't it? One of them was Mortimer. That was like Roger Mortimer, and then the other one was
I don't remember.
Cam Allerton, maybe?
That sounds right.
I feel like there's an allergen.
Allerton. I just don't remember which one's which. I think the Mortimers may have been the ones that died off. If Marb wants to confirm that, I'll update my notes. But
Yeah.
I shall continue. Uh, then we decided to go to Sam Phillips' office. Inside, we found a hidden appointment book, and his first for that day when he got shot, he was supposed to meet with Cynthia Fairweather. So Huff and Sid, hello.
That'd be Cobbler, I'd say.
Okay,
Hey,
hello,
Cobb-
Cobbler.
I'm
Well, you missed like half of the recap, but I'll continue anyhow.
You're muted,
Uh,
by the way. Mike.
I am.
No, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is.
So,
Loud and clear.
all right. So Huff and Sid went to have a chat with Cynthia Fairweather, while Fish and Donnie checked out the post office box 914. Inside, they found a package. At Cynthia's, we broke in the back door when a woman. Wait, yeah, we decided to break in the back door after a woman pulled up at the front and then quickly sped away upon seeing us. Inside, we found burglary gear and notes saying to meet DM, perhaps Donald Matthews, at Transocean Shipping.
Who Donald Matthews is Manchester's John Manchester's partner.
Yes, who obviously would have motive and possibly opportunity. Anyway, I believe we left it off right outside where Huff KO'd the doorman, and we gained access to the shipping company, where we heard yelling and arguing inside.
Where was the yelling and arguing again?
Inside the Transocean Shipping Company.
Oh. Oh, I remember we went to a place at the end.
Yes, that was the place.
There's gonna be sneaking and stuff, and then we just like it was much more straightforward than that.
Was that Wicked? Wicked just stood up and sharded.
It was purely coincidental.
he's pointing to Mrs. Wicked. Oh,
That's not very nice.
hey, you guys, you need to make sure that you share your costumes with us for that thing that you're going out to, wherever it is.
All right, the cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to put up pictures. We got stuff loading all over the place currently.
Cool.
It's
Uh,
Jiraiya and
There's
Tsunade.
just-
Is that right?
Yeah, Gerard. She's doing the doctor lady from MASH, and I'm doing like a mix between Poison Ivy and Professor Oak from Pokemon.
Okay, interesting.
Her
So-
name is Margaret Houlihan.
Margaret Houlihan, that's your character?
That's her character
Oh,
from
that's-
MASH.
That's,
Oh, she's gonna be
Yeah,
Hot
the
Lips
boy.
Houlihan?
Hot Lips Houlihan, really?
I kind of want to see that.
Her doctors.
I want to see pictures.
Nice, yeah.
That'd be funny. Yeah, share some pics. All right, so Vino, what happened? You went to the this meeting and you guys walk in and there's like a security guy and he kind of meets you at the door and he's like, hey, there's a private meeting going on, you can't come in, and
Huff just
Huff just
KOs them.
fucking
It's like,
bam,
wow.
and the guy's
Right
kind
in the kisser.
of laying there on the ground, eyes rolled back in his head. He's you've got him shaken up pretty good, and that's where we left off. So let's see. Yeah, important meeting inside. No one's allowed in. He can't, however, be bribed or intimidated or knocked out.
I beg to differ.
Oh, no, Huff.
Does it say he could be bribed or intimidated or knocked out?
No, it says he can't. He could be bribed or intimidated, but there is another option as well. They didn't include it in here, but you got to roll with the punches.
Right.
So,
Literally.
and you guys hear the sound of voices raised in anger coming from like down the hall a little ways.
Do we get closer and
Can we
listen
tell
in,
how
or
many
do we
voices
bust
there
in?
are? I don't remember if we could distinguish that before. Is there like several
There's
voices?
3 or 4. And well, there's more than that. There's like Brad, you were just fucking baiting me.
Listen real close.
You do realize that he asks you a question every time before he does it.
Yeah, but I'm I'm into the moment of the story. But thank you,
I mean,
Brad.
it actually is useful to know.
Yeah, it is useful to know. So yeah,
So his heart attack did not go in vain.
one of them, as a matter of fact, you hear some words spoken, like some curse words that are common in Berlin,
Ow, 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 ow.
and spoken in German or Deutsch. Um, and then unmistakably, everybody give me a common knowledge roll.
Meh.
There's a thing if your dice go black, you have to select your character sheet again.
No, just left click your portrait.
Donnie
that works too.
Boone. Donnie Boone, you sat around and watched so many VHS tapes of these Japanese karate movies from the 70s. You've got like a whole collection of them. It's unmistakable Japanese that you hear being spoken.
Oh, Donnie
just
actually
admit
speaks
Wait.
Japanese.
Oh,
Donnie speaks Japanese and German, and
he,
Latin and Russian and French.
He
That's
took linguist
great.
background, didn't he?
I
so
did take
got a
the
lot of
linguist
those, like,
background.
Hi, is he?
I'm
So-
your researcher guy. Be able to do
So
my
you
job.
can tell if somebody's watching a World War II movie in there.
Possibly.
you definitely hear a couple of people speaking in Japanese, rather heated. I told you that we shouldn't have come up, blah blah blah, and then you're not quite sure, and some words are louder than others, but it's coming from down the hall, and you hear the same in German. Anybody who speaks German, and
So,
then
like somebody's translating.
you hear,
I know what's going on.
and then you hear a lady going, "Can we just chill out a moment?" And then you hear, everyone give me a smarts roll.
Okay, I know what's going on.
Sid, you hear a
Smarts
voice you
roll.
remember. Gunther, you hear a voice you remember. Peggy, you remember this voice too. You guys all look at each other and you're like, Donald Matthews?
I mean, she was supposed to meet him here, so it makes sense that we would find him here.
They were using
He's
commercials.
selling
to
us
shit.
out to the Japanese.
No, I bet he's selling off their newest invention to the highest
Yeah.
bidder.
Now that
That's
sounds
how
like
Sony does it.
that
What do you think, Donnie?
certainly sounds plausible.
You got all the usual foreign suspects here.
They did make a new microchip.
All the 1980s bad guys in movies.
The only one we're
We
missing.
just need
is
somebody
the
from
Russians.
Middle East. Well, Middle Eastern also.
So you guys hear this arguing coming from down the hall. How do you proceed from here?
I mean, do
I
we
pull
want
up
to
my
just
gun.
bust?
I don't know. I turn around and I look back at the brains of the outfit, which is everybody else.
I don't know if I'm the brains, but do we want to just bust in, or do we want to continue listening?
I probably did. I feel it.
Donnie is willing to reluctantly accept leadership.
Well, what do you? Let's see what your idea is first, and then we can go from there.
You guys are badass. You guys bust in there, and then I'll tell them how it is. We'll march them down to the embassy, right? That's what they do. The embassy.
In Boston? Because that'd probably be the closest place there would be a consulate or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
probably.
Oh yeah, well but Sid has to pay.
Wouldn't it be a lot easier
drive
just to kill
Washington.
everybody?
Oh yeah, that's
Wait.
true. Yeah.
Too many people
Well,
talking.
they say the government's listening. If we just pick up a phone and start talking into it, some spies are bound to show up
Oh
there.
yeah, we have to say the secret code words, and then they will hear it, and then they will say, "Oh,
I'm
Oh,
pretty
there
sure
you go.
that
The
ended
fish
after
has secret code
Watergate.
words.
No, you just pick up the phone and you just go kilo, cocaine. And this thing will be knocking on your door in just a few minutes.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I repeat, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, so
Seriously though.
seriously,
Wait,
you guys are
busting these guys up, or what are we doing, guys?
let's listen to see if we hear anything else."
you hear
If anyone comes out here,
footsteps
shoot them.
walking across the floor.
like
I've got my
towards
gun
the door.
pointed in that direction.
You know, these old wooden floors and these old downtown New England, you know, buildings.
Can I use my scavenger for there to be an empty bottle somewhere in the hallway?
You got scavenger is an edge.
Yes, once per encounter, I may suddenly remember or dig up some much needed piece of equipment,
Well,
handful of
Nice.
ammunition, or some other useful device.
you look over and you you kind of look around. If you remember, I think no, you guys haven't been here before, but there's a secretary's desk, and you walk over and you open up the bottom drawer. Sure enough, there's a fifth of whiskey in there with about that much left in the bottom of it. You know where the
I'm gonna
secretary
take a
is.
sip of it,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna break the end off on the side of the desk, like in the movies you've seen. He's gonna announce, "Let's go, boys!" Start heading down the hallway.
Get him, guys!
um, you break the bottle, and everything goes silent in the room down the hall. And you holler, "What?"
Get him!
What the hell, Donnie?
And Donnie takes off running down the hallway
What?
and charges into the room. Is that what you're
Guys,
doing?
it's we will have to
A
fight.
I'm
leader
right
has to
behind him.
lead with
I'm right behind
courage. I
him.
read that in my military books.
Oh yeah, I'm right behind him.
Wait, what did you read in your military books?
A leader has to lead with courage. You need to be decisive.
Fish, are you?
I mean, that's fair.
Well,
I don't know if it was the right decision, but he was decisive.
Hey,
hey,
John
I know
Wayne's
how to
always
follow a
the
leader
first
when
one
I see
over
a
the
leader.
hill.
Right? I know how to follow a leader when I see a leader. I'm taking the hill with him.
All right, so yeah,
Both of you just walk over, and
Following
do
him
you
too.
kick the door in, or what do you do?
Let Donnie do his thing.
He'll try to shoulder charge through the door.
Okay, so
this
This
should
is not going to be effective.
well, you got Huff right behind you. You see
Right.
him running,
I figured
and
hole
you
there.
realize that it's the room at the end of the hall. So he's got plenty of momentum, and there's a light on in there, and you can see, like through the smoked glass window, the silhouettes of a couple of people standing up, and moving around, and the lights. And Donnie goes charging shoulder first, and boom! It's this thing, and it's barely even. It's an old door, man. The glass fucking shatters. It hits the wall, and Donnie goes rolling in. Give me an agility roll or athletics, whatever is highest for you there, Donnie Boone. And he stays on his feet, but he runs over and he kind of ends up against the wall on the other side of the room, and he's holding this bottle. What do you say?
Freeze, and he's going to wave it around in the air ineffectively, kind of like point it and jab it in their general direction.
I'm going to step in right behind him with my Desert Eagle drawn and say, to translate, he said, nobody moves.
And nobody moves at all. This looks like a business meeting. Looks like you guys just walked right into this business meeting, man. These people are all like, "What the hell?"
No. I know Nazis in the Yakuza when I see it.
Nazi. you hear this German man. He starts ranting off in fucking German about, oh, now I'll show you, Nazi, and he starts to stand up.
I'm going to say, calm down, Fritz, calm down.
About that time, I'm arriving at the door, and I just pull Huff out and push Fish in. Talk, calm him down, Fish. Calm him down.
Let me fix. Let's see. Cam's Theater of the Mind. Why do I have Peggy's picture over? Portrait Peggy. There we go. We'll turn that off. Okay, there. Cobbler's with us now. Little Theater of the Mind. So nobody is engaging you in combat. Okay, they all kind of sit back, and it literally looks like this is probably a business meeting going on.
Or an auction.
Some sort of a business, anyway. Whether or not it's illegal,
Oh,
we
it's
haven't determined.
what What in the hell? I knew I recognized your faces. What are you doing here? And you see Donald Matthews stand up. Somebody call the police.
We are the police
We
today.
are the police. We just got done raiding the house on the other side of town.
I think that was yesterday.
Yeah, we took down the Jarrett gang last night. We've been specially deputized to look into all kinds of nefarious activities going on.
No, we're just here looking for Cynthia Fairweather.
This
That's
looks very suspicious.
Please put your weapons away, guys. Come on.
Here to
They are
protect
pretty
this
big
country,
Settle this.
various influences.
Look,
Okay,
we just
so
want some information on Cynthia Fairweather.
let me
she was
give
supposed
you
to be
a.
here.
I missed a paragraph here. This might help. German accents, blah blah blah. So inside, present at the meeting are Cynthia Fairweather,
Okay.
Donald Matthews, Baron Yoshi Minamoto, and Franz von Falkenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Easy
Prince
for
was
that
actually
to
pretty close.
See, Kyle, yeah.
Yoshi Minamoto and Franz von Falkenberg are ranking members of two rival business conglomerates. You guys would have, one of you have heard their names before, seen them on television, whatever. They are currently arguing because each thought he had exclusive rights to the theft of the MC9, whereas in reality, they are expected to bid for it. So you hear this right before Donnie breaks the bottle and goes running into the room, and they all kind of freeze and look at you. And Donald's like, wait, what do you mean, police? Somebody call the real police. I don't see any badges.
Yeah,
We do
have
not
you
need no
arrested?
badges.
We all know you
Okay,
murdered
Arnie.
him, stole his technology.
I didn't murder anybody.
Perhaps you hired somebody to murder him.
You see, he's sweating and shit, and he kind of looks at you guys and he says, "Look, I was never happy with the prospect of selling the MC9 to a foreign business corporation at all, and including the use of her." And he points over to the lady whose picture you saw at the house that you guys just burglarized.
Oh, she's the
Investigated.
she's the criminal lady.
She looks at you guys, and she's got this really, really fucking pissed off look on her face. She looks at you guys, and she looks back, and she says,
Wave coyly.
Miss Fairweather, I presume.
She flips out her fucking ID, and she says, as she's pulling a pistol out, and she says, "You have blown my fucking cover. 2 years worth of investigative work, and you fucking blown it."
I think I might have been mistaken.
How?
Well,
Nobody
why
said
did
you were a
run away
cop.
then?
You just blew your cover.
Yeah,
Coming to my attention that I may have been wrong.
but still,
I'm not a cop. I'm with the CIA. Too
Oh.
bad you've blown my cover. I was hoping for an indictment against both Yoshi and Franz here.
That's the CIA indictment? What?
We could shoot them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. What? You come charging into my investigation, and what? She says.
Yeah, I
We
don't
just
buy
knew
it.
that you met with Sam Phillips. We just had some questions for you, and then you ran away, and so we had to break into your place.
Mr. Matthews, where's that telephone? He says it's right in there in my office.
Mr. I mean, I've worked with a lot of CIA guys in the past. Okay. Is there like a common knowledge or something to see if or a notice to see if I'm feeling that this chick is actually coming off as like she might be really CIA? Because I don't feel it.
Yeah, I would also like to know if I could roll something to see if she sounds like she's CIA.
Yeah.
Just a second here. Let's see.
CIA ain't interested in indicting anybody.
Yeah, I thought CIA was also supposed to be working like not on American soil.
Yeah, there's that too. But the FBI would be the one that would be handling indictments and working anti-terrorist stuff on that on American soil.
Right.
Or
I mean, they do a similar thing to the as the CIA, just on domestic soil.
right.
All right, so
Not to mention that nobody blew her cover; she blew it just now because nobody said anything about her being a
Right.
cop or anything.
I mean, all you had to do was calm down
I'm
for a
looking.
second, and we could have stepped aside for a quick conversation about us.
What our cut of the
So
profits from her fence stuff is.
you guys give me notice rolls.
So yeah, she blew her own damn cover.
You blew my fucking cover, she says, and she's walking over and she picks up the telephone and she pushes the door closed.
I'm gonna yank the telephone wire out of the wall.
Hello?
Forgot-
You hear on the other side of the door. Hello? I
Wait,
need
isn't the
police.
glass
I need
busted
I
out of the
need
door?
I need officers right now. And then all of a sudden you hear footsteps running down the wooden hallway. Clack, 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 clack. Boom!
That's a
You
little
hear the door
creepy.
open outside and slam. And yeah. So anybody want to try to pursue?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna chase this fake CIA person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see here. Um, all right. So I need an athletics roll from whoever is chasing.
We're
Damn, Donnie.
we're
What are we
scambling
doing?
through streets and
Like
back alleys,
surprisingly
We're
right?
doing
confident.
athletics here. Did we have to make
I thought I was
athletics
gonna
roll?
splat into that door. I was kind of planning on like hopping at the end of the hallway, like, "Hey, go on."
Donnie goes hoofing back out the door, leaving you guys standing here with the Japanese guy and the German guy and their like business associates and Donald
Yeah,
Matthews.
I think Fish and Sid would have hung back as they like just flew out the doors. Like, yeah, I think they got it.
Gunther, she got away from you. Huff,
I
she
used that
slipped
on
by
purpose.
you, but old Donnie, man, old Donnie was so I rolled a 9 and Donnie of course rolled a 10 and so you've heard the old saying, don't let the door hit you in the ass. She obviously did, and it kind of tripped her up, and Donnie just, boom, goes right. You hear the next door just shatter. You can hear it, boom, these old wooden doors in the interior of these buildings. And you hear Donnie go, ouch! And he tackles this woman. Now, she's got a fucking pistol in her hands, Donnie. What are you going to do? I say it's time to...
Gonna try to just wrestle her and hold her to the ground while he yells, "I know karate."
Okay. Huff is right
Is that an
behind you.
intimidation?
Huff is right behind you. Gunther's right. I'm not going to make you guys roll it out because there's 3 of you on her heels. But Donnie did tackle her, so the other 2 could quickly catch up. And Donnie's going, I know karate, and she's trying to get the gun turned around on him. Is there anything you guys
Oh
could
no.
do to
Yeah,
try
we'll
to?
stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab her. I'll grab her hand.
Yeah, Huff goes there and kicks the gun out of her hand dramatically.
All
Do I
right.
need
All
fight,
Chuck Norris
athletic?
like.
Give me an athletics roll. Yeah. Yeah.
Does he kick the gun out of her hand all Chuck Norris like?
More like Huff noise.
No, it turns into a fight. You got that.
No, I
So,
guess that would be a fighting roll, wouldn't it?
now she's swinging the thing around toward Huff, and Huff's put himself. Now, of course, he just had a bullet dug out of his ass or his back last night, I guess. So I guess we're gonna deal some cards here.
Steal cards because I'm going to put a hole right in the middle of her forehead.
All right. Fuck, I gotta go find her. I don't.
Yeah, she probably wasn't made for this type of encounter.
Where are we at physically?
Let's see.
We're still in the meeting room and
Transocean shipping.
She
Like
just
in the hallway,
okay.
though?
All right, so you've caught her. Actually, it tells
Whoa.
me exactly what to do here. We don't need to play this out because it says if the characters doubt her story and demand verification, Cynthia tries her best to bluff them. If she can't, she surrenders peacefully. You can't blame a girl for trying, she says. What are my chances of turning state's evidence?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd say they're pretty good.
So the question is, did she really call the police, or was it all just a bluff?
No. You yanked the cord out of the wall.
Well, she was in the other room. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So no, she didn't get away with it. But what are you guys gonna do with it?
Well, we'll have to drop her off with a nice little note saying, they might want to ask her about the cat burglary.
And
check out her house. Yeah.
So you guys are gonna take her to the police station? What are you gonna do
after we wrap up here?
Yeah. What are you gonna do here though?
What do we do here? I mean, what business do we have?
Actually, it might be a good idea to call the cops and explain the situation and what we discovered.
More importantly, with all this distraction, what is Peggy doing?
That is a very good question.
Peggy believed the story. I don't. She said she was CIA. So all right, cool.
How many things have gone to her purse since then?
Yeah,
Like, hey, they're bringing the cocaine into the country. They're the big
Peggy's
guy.
been so quiet.
Peggy's trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
So you guys are all kind of, well, three of you are out there with her. The other two are kind of, what the fuck's going on? And
yeah, what's going on there, guys?
And the ones that are back in the room, you hear a window shatter, and you turn and look, and one of the three men that were sitting here has grabbed the briefcase that was sitting on the table and dove through the glass window and is outside,
Oh shit!
getting up and kind of limping off and running.
Right, I'm going to chase after him.
And you get over and did you Benny that roll?
Yes, I did.
I see that now. Benny to re-roll. So yeah, you get over and you have to pick the glass out though, because I mean it just shatters sharp pieces of glass, and this guy's obviously probably cut up, and he's running. He's an older dude though, obviously not meant for this, but you see a black Mercedes pull up on the street outside, and he's running straight for that Mercedes.
German guy?
Yeah. Yeah, of course it's a Mercedes, man.
Can I get another?
Did you think it would be a
roll to try to catch
Volvo?
up?
A Volvo? A Volvo? How do the Germans pronounce Volvo? Is it Volvo?
We'll have to ask Harold.
We should. I like this idea.
Okay. Somebody just asked me a question before that.
I was asking if I could give another athletics roll to try to catch up and tackle him.
You can. I'm going to have to do this because I'm not pulling sheets out on these guys. All right. And you tackle him, and the doors fly open on this, and three thugs, kind of step out of the back of this car. And now we're going to have to force the issue here. Where in the heck?
I just want the briefcase. You can have your boss. Just give me the briefcase.
You're out here by yourself?
Yes, and I'm basically trying to persuade him. It's like, look, I don't want to hurt anybody. No, I don't want a fight or anything. I just want the briefcase. Just let me take the briefcase, and no bloodshed. Nobody gets hurt. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. If it's not good enough, I'll Benny it.
I just want to see what these guys have got going for them here. Yeah, they wouldn't be armed as such, but
They may not necessarily be thugs, but they're at least
they're
hired
bodyguards,
muscle.
and they're
Yeah, hired
bodyguards
muscle.
and bodyguards in the Fantasy Companion. I shouldn't have ever opened those fuckers, but we're going to use them. And they've got long swords. They're Germans with fucking long swords, man.
Fuck yeah, they are.
That is fucking
Fuck nine.
awesome.
Yeah, and so they are on.
They are medieval.
I'm going to deal to all. Donnie's
shit.
got a joker. Donnie's
need
at
a
the
map?
front door. We don't need a map. We'll just there's three of them. You guys can chop them up pretty quick, I'd imagine.
Maybe not.
Yeah, encounters. We'll just do a theater of the mind. There we go.
It's like, look, I don't want to fight. I just want the briefcase.
Donnie, you've got this gal on the ground, and she says, okay, I give up. You can't blame a girl for trying. What are you going to do? You going to let her up? Or are you going to try to tie her? Or
Kinky.
restrain her in some fashion?
I'm gonna go
Peggy
ahead
has
and hold
handcuffs.
my action as Donnie just kind of lays on her with his weight, sweat dripping on her face.
Smells like
You
snap
shouldn't have made
face.
me run.
No, smells like McRib.
What'd you say? Shall remain quiet? You shall remain quiet.
See, for Donnie, that's foreplay.
Nothing you say can be used against me. By the way, my McDonald's up here in town, I drove past, and it said McRib is back.
I saw that.
Yeah, for the farewell tour, by the way. So apparently it's never coming back after this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, the farewell tour. We're gonna see how many of these we can sell. I've got a mustache hair that's just driving me crazy. It's tickling my nose. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, I hate
Giving
those.
that
Yeah. Okay, so GIF in chat for this. There's a GIF in chat. Okay, I will break my rule and go over here and look. Donnie laying on. So are you thrashing around or anything, Donnie? You're just laying there. All right, so we come to Bodyguard 85, and he comes out towards Sid Galewind, and I'm gonna say he gets up to you, Sid, but would have to use the run button, and it doesn't make sense to try to do, I'm just adding that for the penalty. And then he swings a long sword at Sid, and it doesn't do anything.
Woo!
And Sid's like, uh-oh. He kind of steps back. This guy's swinging this long sword.
Well, it was more like a dodging sort of woohoo. Yeah, if possible, I'm just gonna grab the briefcase and run back towards the building.
Okay. Yeah, give me a athletics roll. Actually, it's strength because it's grappling. You guys are each grappling something, so.
Alright, so strength. I'm okay with strength. It's a little bit better than athletics, to be honest. And I like exploding dice. Though the one was tad anticlimactic.
Okay, and I should be able to make this guy a wild card right here, right?
If you're on an NPC sheet, you might have to unlock it.
Can't unlock it. I'll have to make a copy, get rid of this guy. Put this guy in here. No. I'll get it one of these days. There we go. All right, so Franz, strength of 7, and you wrestle it away from him easily enough, and he's not armed, so you're not going to get much of a fight. You just going to turn and run?
Pretty much. I mean, like I tried to tell him, he's like, "Look, I just want the briefcase. I don't want to fight."
Okay, you grab the briefcase, and you turn to run.
I'm assuming it's what has the chip in it.
And you've got, yeah, well, it's got the plans for the chip. You've got now, what, your full pace, 36 feet of movement, something like that.
Well,
And this first bodyguard, you've outran, well, he's run to the end of his. There you go. Okay, you take off about 48
That looks really
feet.
weird because it's half off the screen, Venno.
Yeah, I know. I tried to sit up.
You make it back to the front of the building, and you're starting through the. Now, luckily enough, these guys have got longswords. They didn't bring a gun to this fight. I'll close Franz. I'll close the bodyguards. I'm going to leave them in here for right now. You get back into the building. What are you guys going to do from here, Sid? You're going through the front door.
I figured I guess I don't want to go back through the window. I don't want to climb over the glass if I don't have to. So yes, I guess I would go to the front door and say, we might have some thuggish company, but hopefully they won't. They were trying to steal the chip plans.
Who are you saying this to?
I think Donnie's at the front door, isn't he?
Donnie's at the, it's got her pinned to the ground. So so you've got the plans. You tell Donnie about it.
I'm standing right there, right?
If I can, I'll holler down the hallway to go ahead and call the cops because there was some illegal stuff happening here.
So I want to see what he would. Let's see. Yeah, I think it would be. That's a success. Franz just motions to his people, and you look over your shoulder as you're going through the building, and the Germans with the long swords, they grab Franz, and they all jump into this Mercedes, and it squeals tires and hauls off down the road. So you've dealt with them. You turn around. Those who are still inside, you've got Donnie laying across Cynthia Fairweather, and you've got a little Japanese guy sitting in here with actually 2 Japanese guys, and they're about, I don't know, they're old.
Does it make me bad that I would have expected the swords from the Japanese before the Germans?
Not long
swords. At least they weren't katanas the Germans were wielding. That would have been weird.
Yeah.
Well, once I hear since I didn't get down to where Donnie has done his miracle tackle, and I hear some glass breaking, I'm gonna stroll back that way to see what's going on, see what Peggy is doing, and see if she's.
I guess she's in here with Peggy's just with the.
So what are we gonna do with Matthews, guys?
Well,
oh wait, are we still in combat tracker turn?
Yeah, that's a good
yeah. Well, not if you cease to do, because Japanese guy does nothing. What's his name?
Yamamoto.
Yoshi Minamoto.
There was a moto in there.
Yep,
yeah,
there's a moto.
I basically. I'll holler down the hallway or whatever just for somebody to call the cops.
Now he does look at you guys.
Some sort of illegal activity going on.
Before you do that, he looks at you and he says, "There is enough money in the MC9 for everyone, and that you should not act precipitously." Precipitously.
I got you. Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty. There's enough.
No, go fast.
Serendipitously.
No, that means lucky.
Precipitously. Brad,
So,
what is it? Final ruling from the judge.
No go fast.
Okay.
Yeah, precipitously.
Yeah.
I was wondering for the actual word he was trying for because I'm not even sure.
Surreptitiously.
Yes.
you, Mike.
Proceed carefully here. There's enough money for everyone. And he looks at you guys with a gleam in his eye. That might be.
Who says this? The Japanese guy?
Yeah, the old Japanese guy.
Hmm.
Well,
Not a bad idea to have the Yakuza owe us a favor.
I mean, assuming that he is Yakuza.
Oh, come on.
I mean, even if he is, do you really think he would tell us?
No.
Pretty sure he just checked for tattoos.
Come on.
I mean,
That's all there is
a
to
good
it.
point.
I ain't checking him for nothing.
It's an awkward time when we all start having to take off our shirts.
It's on his tank.
Well, usually they're visible, like neckline or arm, lower arms or hands. I think something that's usually pretty visible.
Well,
They had like the back tattoos.
Well, I mean, they might have more than what's actually visible, but there's a lot of visible ones that would notate that they are.
I think we might have to.
he's probably not Yakuza. I was just being 1980s racist.
Right. Well, movie, right? Hollywood.
Right. Yeah, it's 1980s.
I mean, he could be just an honest businessman that wished to purchase this chip for, his company.
Well,
And world domination.
From a literal history class, because we're so far back at this point.
I mean,
wasn't everyone scared of a Japanese business in the 80s? They're
No,
gonna
I
steal
think-
all our stuff, build
I
all
don't
our
think so.
things.
Japanese.
Oh yeah, no,
Japanese
yeah.
American business had a lot.
What's the name of
big.
that Sean Connery movie?
Entrapment.
Rising Sun. Is that the one?
Oh yeah.
It's called Rising
Sun. Yeah, where.
I don't know if I know that one.
Yeah, where they all turned their backs on him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was shamed. Yeah, well, I won't talk about that, but I had some Japanese customers of a pretty well-known Japanese company, and it was interesting. I only had to deal with them when we were on the West Coast, so.
Right.
Anyway,
So how much money are we talking about here?
I could think of six figures easily.
That would keep my logistics business going for quite a while. Could upgrade the seats in the plane. Ooh.
Get rid of the duct tape.
I mean, money's not going to be very good for much longer, but in the meantime, I could put a swimming pool down there, maybe a billiards table.
Have your own bat cave.
Money's not going to be good for much longer, huh?
Okay, so what do we do with Cynthia? If we're gonna make a deal with these guys and let them skate?
Yeah, she needs to add something to the pot, I feel. Even though if we do turn her in, she'd probably just rat us out anyway.
Who's gonna leave her?
Well, she's I mean, do you take her back inside? Can she hear this conversation? Does she have a chance to chime in and say yes, what he said? There's an easy way.
What, you'll betray us?
I'll even sweeten the pot. I can't go six figures, but I've had a good haul in this town.
Okay.
As a side bonus, she's got to go with me to one of the Red Sox games. Kiss me on the camera there. That'll teach Suzanne
Maybe we
That'll
could go
teach
to
her.
that Astros Red Sox game and get some of those nachos.
I think in the 80s, Boston was just looking for any kind of win they could get. The curse of the Bambino was upon them, and so she's like, I wouldn't be caught dead at a Red Sox game, and then you can hear this, Brooklyn accent come out in her.
And then Donnie pulls his gun.
Wait, does Donnie have a gun?
I
Hi,
don't know.
Izzy.
Not currently.
Okay, well,
So
To be honest, I don't think I even fired. No, I did fire one.
he opens up the briefcase next to him. The old Japanese guy, Minamoto, takes a briefcase from his assistant, opens it up, and turns it around, and there are 12 gold trade bars in here that are like that thick, and they probably weigh several pounds apiece. And
That's international money, basically.
and he takes 3 of them out and
we
sits
happy, Jules?
Perhaps we can just all walk away from this embarrassing
I still
situation.
think she should go to a Red Sox game with Donnie.
I think that would
Never.
be fair, yeah.
Telling you, Julie never misses a game, and she told me I'd never do better than her.
I
Oh,
wouldn't be
and
caught
get her
dead
one of
at a
those
Red
hats.
Sox game. I wouldn't be thinking about it. No way, no how.
Hey,
Vale's
don't be
edition
bad
of
mouthing the
movies.
Sox.
Take
What
your
do you got to What do you got to add material wise?
At least we don't have to. At least you wouldn't have to, wear the Sox jerseys and such.
He takes out one additional bar and sits it down. He goes, that should pay for Miss Fairweather. She can work
Very
it
good.
off for me. I've got the job for her in mind.
Hey, I like that solution all the way around.
So you now have 4 gold bars that
gold
are worth about $25,000 a piece. So you've got about
Oh, I know right where we can bury these.
Do I even want to know, Donnie?
We are not
Well,
pirates.
you can't trust the banks. You got to bury it in your backyard.
It's worth a
But if you
bit.
make a map, set up a little thing.
All right, so let's see. Let's read down through here.
After it's cashed, you can do with your portion whatever you wish.
So a doorman meets the characters, tells them important meeting inside, no one's allowed in, blah blah blah. That happens. You punch him, you knock him out. Oh, by the way, this guy's still here too. Donald Matthews shuts everybody up, and I guess he lets you guys get away with it, and he's happy. Just the MC9 stays with the company. It goes with nobody.
Oh, we'll let those guys find it out.
And Minamoto turns and looks at him and says, "Oh, but I believe I just bought part of it at least." And you see this, this guy looks like
briefcase.
This guy looks like when he doesn't want to take no for an answer that he never has to. Basically, the look that he gives him, and Donald Matthews kind of cowers down a little bit. He hunkers farther and farther over in his chair and just kind of puts his head in his hands and,
And I believe that's where we exit.
Wait, before we do, Donald, did you have your partner killed? Seriously, at this point, does it really matter if you tell us? We're really not working with the cops.
He looks up
But
at you
we
and
do
he
know
says,
the CIA.
"Really? I told you I didn't want this to happen. This was his doing."
So who the
It
hell
was the
killed him?
Ruskies.
I mean, I think pretty sure that Nel Toro killed him. I mean, we just don't have any real hard evidence.
I don't know what to tell you.
I've
never killed anybody.
Yeah, but you could have hired her. I mean, there is a fine line there.
No, I didn't. And Cynthia Fairweather says, I didn't kill anybody. I've never killed. I'm not a killer.
Well, did you break into the Manchester penthouse and steal or I should say, swap out the jewels with fake ones? That was you, right? You are the cat burglar.
Is that what you think? You
I
need
mean,
to
that's what
go.
it looked like
You
at your
need to go
house.
see. You need to go see the jeweler.
So exactly, what did you make a great haul in this town?
Do what?
What did you make it? You said you've done really well in this town. You had a pretty good haul in this town.
Well, there.
When you were offering to give us, part of the pot, add to the pot, so to speak.
Well, I think that's my own business now. If we're all
Yeah,
if we're all
well,
going our
yeah.
own way,
Donnie,
wouldn't you
you
agree
might have
with
to
me?
lay on her again.
Sure, I agree with you 100%.
But in regards to what the hell's his name? Manchester. The Manchester
John Martin.
Jewels. Go see Albert and Son Jewelry. Don't tell them I sent you. And with that, she turns and walks away. You want to jump on me
Albert
again
and
there,
Son
fat
Jewelry.
man? She says to Donnie.
Sounds like that's the best bounce she's had in a year or two, Donnie.
Is that an offer?
No, she gives you the fucking bird like this, and she turns around and walks out.
Oh, classy lady.
Go get her, Donnie. Yeah, you can do it.
Hey, Donnie, I think
Yeah,
maybe she
I
said
would
Red
say-
Sox are number one.
Donnie will blow her a kiss goodbye.
I've seen $5 prostitutes with more class than her.
Yeah, well, she walks out and she gets in what looks like a cherry red '66 Stingray Corvette. You hear it fire up the engine, and she drives off, giving you guys the bird, the New York
That's
Hattie.
really
There's the New
inconspicuous.
York Hattie.
I'm going to play Benny and ask Fish this. You did put that potato in that tailpipe, right?
Yeah, you remember.
Kapow! You hear kapow, 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 kapow. And you look around the corner, and this Corvette's bouncing up and down as it backfires. She's trying to pull away. Kapow!
Nice exit.
Good use of a
Even
Benny.
more
Good use of a
inconspicuous.
Benny. All right, so that concludes the Transocean shipping. If the characters fall for her story, which you didn't, she flips open her billfold, says CIA, and you guys didn't buy into that. If the character's dead, her story, which you didn't.
I think it's actually her library card.
It is her library card. How'd you know that? Benno,
I
did
examined it.
you look at this? You looked.
It also goes
Yeah,
to the CIA public library.
there it is,
No,
right there.
it's the it's the library at the Culinary Institute of Arts, or whatever the hell the
America.
There it
acronym
is.
is.
So so you guys thwart the sale. The Japanese, to save face, buy their way out of it for $100,000 worth of gold.
Yes.
Cynthia Fairweather walks her own way. Franz has no idea what happened. He fled with his longsword wielding Japanese bodyguards.
Japanese? No, they were German.
German bodyguards.
They were like
Well,
Knights
German,
Templar.
So we're done with that. So I will close that story entry. Let's see where. This is now Wednesday evening.
Maybe we should go to this jewelry place before
Yankees fans.
something happens. And
Let's roll the clock forward.
We're not going to go to the jewelry store?
You get there at 4 o'clock, just before the guy's getting ready to close. It's he's closing in another hour. So we'll do this. We'll do this. Timestamp it.
She said to tell him that we sent her, or she sent us, right?
Yeah, if he's informed that Mrs. Manchester claims that a thief replaced the real jewelry with fake jewelry, George Albert tells the characters that she must be lying. He made the fake jewels for her months ago and can prove it with a bill of sale.
Oh, so she swapped the jewels out.
The insurance fraud.
What she do with the jewels?
Be sure to go speak to her about that too.
Well, either a pawn shop or maybe Peggy knows someplace around.
Holy shit!
Ow.
Sorry.
I don't know how he's louder than you are, Ron. That's just we need to get some kind of.
It's pitch.
It's an equalizer. Your mic needs an equalizer. We just filter that right out. Anything over this frequency, squash it.
Yeah.
Noise gate. That'd be easy to fix, really. With some VST plugins. And this portion of the show is brought to you by. Anyway, carrying on.
By my 4-year-old scream.
So that's what you find out from Albert and Sons Jewelry, which is number 62, which is right here. Right here. Right there. All right. What else do I have open here? You went to the New Bristol Post Office. Yep, you got all that done. Not that. You went to Sam Phillips' office building, right? That's where you got the appointment book.
Yeah, that's where we got the appointment book.
That one.
Yeah, we forgot to ask Cynthia what she was meeting with Sam Phillips about.
Okay. Fairweather residents. Yeah. So 5 recent entries totaling $40,000 is basically what her haul was coming out of New Bristol as she hightails it back to Manhattan. So we're done with that. All right, what would you guys like to do? Get a night's rest, get some dinner, think about some things, go to the police with anything?
Froyo.
Froyo? That sounds
Froyo.
wonderful.
I'd like to ask the.
Throw your baggins.
I'd like to ask about the fake jewel swapping tour.
Yeah.
But this Froyo sounds good.
It's the shortened version of frozen yogurt fish.
You can make it frozen, I see. That is
Yes.
quite interesting.
I think it's more like a frozen custard, but let's not get into the semantics.
Why does Cobbler look like he wants to get into the semantics?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hey, Calder, you have any thoughts on barbecue?
Oh, he has plenty. I think we've had that discussion a couple times, haven't we,
We've had
Mike?
part of that discussion.
Well, I'm giving you some downtime. Anything you want to do between now and let me look at
What is it, Friday, I think?
timetable of
doing-
events. This is Wednesday evening. Wednesday, John Manchester's funeral was this morning till noon. All this stuff happened after that. Chuck Garrison's funeral is tomorrow from 2 to 3.
Chuck Garrison. Oh, that's the one.
Chauffeur.
The chauffeur that you guys found basically a tell-all.
The witness.
Should we go question Mrs. Manchester again, since we
Yeah.
discovered that
The jewels
fake
and the
jewels.
murder.
I feel she may have found out about the
affair.
real thing.
The will
Yeah, the
thing.
affair. Yeah.
There's a
Will
lot we could
thing,
ask.
and
I wonder if
could have hired somebody, possibly with the jewels that she had to take. So she.
I wonder if maybe if we'd have checked the safe at Tommy Jarrett's house, maybe they were there. I wonder if she used them to pay Tommy, or maybe John Manchester used them to pay Tommy Jarrett off. No, he was paying him in checks, wasn't he? He was paying straight up protection money.
Right.
Yeah, we could ask her.
The only other
She
place I could
knows.
think of would be wasn't there a pawn shop listed on the map?
Do you think she knows this Mr. Rowe?
There is a pawn shop. It is.
I think we did go by there one time.
It's down.
Did we?
Yeah, I can't remember where the hell it's at.
I was about to say,
Broom-
thinking
Broom's
southeast.
55.
Look, there's a place called Smith's Discount Center right next door.
There you go.
Yep. So, you guys get back to the hotel after your visit, talking to the jeweler and stuff, and 4:30 or so, and you start asking around, and Mrs. Manchester hasn't stayed here since the night her husband died. She doesn't want to stay in the room. So she's staying with a friend or somebody.
Do you know where?
I know where.
I mean, not you specifically. I was meaning like who were asking around if they have any idea.
If you're asking Tom Morgan, your friend, he has no idea. You can ask the bellhop and the other people around the hotel with a common investigation role of some kind. Explain how you're using your talent to try to figure out where Miss Manchester might be.
I'm kind of flirting with the female staff, and asking them questions, and that could be better.
I think you got a piece of
Wait, why am I
chive.
running?
You got a piece of chive stuck in your teeth.
You still
right
have
there.
the running penalty on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Can I
Stop running around the hotel.
Has anybody seen?
Hi,
Lydia Manchester, or
Hello.
whatever her name is. So you clean the chive out of your teeth and you wipe the sweat off from running into the hotel and around. And you start asking, and I don't know. Somebody said that she's got family in Boston. Maybe she's staying in city.
Well, do we have time to take a road trip to Boston?
You do. You got a creeper van too, if you really wanted to go.
I'm not sure what any of that really has to do with the creeper van.
It's only
other
about
than
45 minutes, into downtown Boston if the traffic's down. If not, it's 3 hours.
It's
You
only
might-
about 2 hours from one corner of the state to the entire opposite one.
Yeah, exactly. Unless there's a traffic jam, you can get there by train pretty quick.
Yeah, I say it's even better. It took me like 20 minutes or something from Worcester.
If you could ask Bob if he knows of anything, tell him here was corporate espionage afoot. Bob, who's Bob?
The policeman. Wasn't his
Sure.
name Bob?
Davidson. Bob Davidson.
Yep, Bob
Yeah.
Davidson.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Bob Davidson. Yeah.
He says the corporate espionage is
Wait, we don't want to talk about that.
We
We were paid a lot of money not to talk about that.
Yes. Don't talk about that, Fish. It's much like the incident.
Yeah, what are you doing with those gold bars anyway? Because they pretty freaking heavy, man. They're about 5 pounds a piece.
I was asking where the pawn shop was.
you're gonna go in a pawn shop in a small town?
No.
Sid,
We
do
should
you
go
know
to
a
a
guy?
bank, exchange them for money, and then split it up.
Sid, do you know a guy who could? You know all the other people who you said other cargo to. Maybe some of them use the gold.
Well, if I were in Florida or south of here, yeah, I could probably easily.
Peggy could
I don't
probably
know about
haul them
here.
all in her purse, couldn't she?
I mean, she'd find
20
a way.
pounds of gold.
I think that should
I
add
felt
at least +3 to damage for a purse swing.
It
She have
would.
like a Mary Poppins purse.
A purse of
A
holding.
bag of holding, yeah. A Barney bag.
I said Donnie doesn't live too far away. Stash him in the bunker.
All right, so looking over your notes, is there anything you guys want to do other than try to find her and you're unsuccessful at that?
Well, I want to go by the pawn shop to see if somebody pawned that jewelry.
If somebody pawned the jewelry?
Oh, that's a much better reason than to sell them gold bars.
We might be able to.
Well, we can take the gold with us and, have it appraised.
We still need to make sure this isn't just gold-plated lead.
Oh, I thought you were going to say gold-plated latinum.
Oh, it's not gold-plated lead. It can't be. Didn't you see the fancy briefcase it was in?
So you walk right down the street here to the pawn shop as you leave the jewelers and get there right at 5:00, and the guy's starting to put the closed sign up. And he goes, "We're closed for the night. Closed."
Slash.
Closed for what?
He opens the door. I said we're closed for the night.
Open the briefcase just briefly. Show the gold bars. Just like, come on.
You gonna show this guy gold bars? Really?
No,
I don't
we
think
are
we
not
should show
doing
gold
that.
bars.
No.
It was a joke.
But what if we were to wave a,
You guys
20
all start a 20. If you waved a 20,
So we could wave the Glock I've got.
I swear,
Yeah.
you guys, look,
I might get the wrong idea.
an
A
exchange.
20.
Your ponder jewelry to him months ago.
Wow, he was a cheap buy.
Do you know why?
$20 in 1986.
Oh well.
And a burger, Sonic.
Normally, he couldn't handle such a large transaction. In reality, the jewels were pawned to Tommy Jarrett, who keeps them in his safe.
Oh my God!
You just said that.
Good
I
call.
know.
If only we weren't having a showdown with a guy with his Tommy gun.
Oh man. Okay, that's great.
Well, now it's a crime scene, and there's like
Yeah.
fucking state police investigating it because.
So I'm sure they'll find that. Yeah, they'll find the jewelry out. Lydia Manchester will sort itself out.
Hey, Peggy.
What's up?
How's your cat burglary skills?
A little rusty, but ready to be used.
Did you keep any of the equipment that you found at that house?
I think so.
Did I?
I think so.
I assume so, but I don't know.
I don't think you were here, but I think we did
Yeah.
mention that
Her
Peggy
satchel full
probably
of.
would have
Yeah.
grabbed a new set of gear.
Yeah. I mean,
You
that
guys
is something
did.
she would do.
I mean, you got a complete set of fucking thieves
Second
tools
story
and
gear.
second story gear, man. Like
Yeah.
some
She
some
needs that
nice
stuff, and she doesn't
some
have an inventory currently. So yeah.
nice nylon rope and climbing rope
I
and
don't.
shit.
I mean, I don't know if the mansion or whatever it was we raided is still an active crime scene, or if they might have some officers there or something. But
Based on the amount of shooting,
I also
And
feel if there
I
was
left
a
something there though. I need to go
probably
back. I
grab
left
it.
something there.
What'd you leave there?
Some shell
Like
casings.
jewels.
a giant diamond the size of your face.
Shell casings and some jewels from the safe upstairs.
Let's say it was last night when that happened. So you guys kind of jump in old Jenny or maybe the creeper van and run up by the place, and
They
you can
might be-
see there are still police cars up there. And now you see what looks like definitely, no hubcaps, LTD, Ford LTD, four-door sedans, U.S. government plates.
FBI's in there.
Yeah. Whoever goes in there, if they get caught, they're kind of on their own.
Yeah, that ain't worth it.
And I know where we can get a duplicate.
Like I said, the only thing that we could go in there for would be to take those jewels for ourselves. But, otherwise, they're gonna find out that she pawned the jewels, and that
I think we should look more into this Delta roasting also.
I'm kind of curious. You suppose she used money to hire Nell Tarot to kill her husband instead of her lover?
It's good to have the plan B.
No, that would be a good plan B.
Yeah, for instance, Plan A was to go to Canada.
I don't know.
I don't think that was Plan A, because she basically convinced the chauffeur to.
No, I mean for me.
Oh, no, but you have a perfectly good home in Miami.
Yeah, I learned how cold it was up there, and then I said, how about the Keys?
Yes. Oh, okay. But before you moved to Miami, gotcha.
Are you guys going to go to Chuck Garrison's funeral on Thursday?
Yes, we'll pay our respects.
Yeah,
Hey,
Miss Manchester might be there.
And yeah,
Mark.
she might be.
I need a new dress.
Can I? I might want to. I want to skip that. I think I want to call Carl Kolchak,
Who?
The Night Stalker?
the reporter from the
The
paper.
reporter. Okay.
And because I know that, I mean, I don't have access to Google or anything like that, but I know that the newspaper people back in the 80s and stuff, they had some rudimentary computer technology where they could Nexus search stuff. And I'd like to find out what he knows about Mel Thoreau before she came to town.
I mean, I do remember going by the newspaper at one
We did
point.
before, yeah, but that was before we went and saw Mel Thoreau's act and got her headshot.
Right.
Headshot.
Well, that comes later.
Let's see. The New Bristol Times.
See if he has anything there. I mean, I'm going to him because he's the one that was dealing with the what was going on in the cemetery, and she's got this whole zombie thing going on down there at
Right.
Lala.
So again, you talked to him. You remember what he told you? Says he's sure the disturbances in the graveyard were caused by the cult of the serpent, secret organization, witchcraft. What's more, I believe that the cult has real occult powers, that their witchcraft is deadly. I took some pictures that could have proved what I believe, but alas, I accidentally exposed the film before it could be developed, because
his camera was always getting knocked open. That's hilarious. If you ever watched that show, he was always losing the proof that he had that would prove whatever he had. But now, specifically though, is there any way he can look and see what he can find out for me about Nell Thoreau before she came to New Bristol and started entertaining the local populace?
Does he know any cult members we could go have a word with?
Oh yeah, that too.
Well, I don't know if he might be convinced to share additional information with you. Maybe I don't know if I had nothing in this hand and then somebody put something.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I'll slip him a 20.
No, I'm thinking more like a Benny.
Oh,
like you spend a Benny.
Right,
spend a Benny and twist the story around a little bit. Yeah, you're able to talk to him with the use of that Benny. And he says, I've been digging into this Nell Thoreau, and you're right, the whole zombie thing. I saw the show myself, and there's something odd about it. But the funny thing is, there's no trail that leads to New Bristol for Nell Thoreau. She just suddenly appears.
We went and looked at the Hall of Records a bit, and the one witch family that put a curse on the Manchesters, it said that it died off. Well, perhaps
Temperance
it
Allerton.
died off in. Yes, the Allerton.
Yes. But I'm talking about real witchcraft. I'm not talking about crazy things people did years ago.
Well, but hold on. What if the Allerton line didn't die off? What if it continued? It changed names. And it just wasn't
in the female line.
A lot of what ifs.
Or just change their name in general.
Or just, yeah.
I mean, is there any way that he could
Receiver is a
dig
bastard, children.
that he could dig into that a little bit, maybe?
More
Let's see.
importantly, Carl, what are you doing Friday night?
What do you ask? I have a feeling that you've been talking to what's his dick, that Tim somebody
Down at the Upton,
at the
Mysterious
Upton
man known as Tim.
Upton Dexter
Memorial
Upton.
Cemetery.
Yeah, what's his name? Timothy. Where the hell is the cemetery?
Timothy Oliphant?
Timothy Elephant.
He's the grave digger? That
The
would be
Dexter
awesome.
Upton Memorials. Jack Halloran, the caretaker. Yeah. Jumping Jack Halloran, they call him.
Played by
Because he's
Timothy
really
Oliphant.
goosey, and when you catch him at night digging graves out there, you can sneak up behind him and, Jack, what's going on? Jumping Jack Halloran.
The precursor to the subscription on Twitch.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Ask
So,
about cheap cult members.
he says, I'm going out there midnight. We're going to be there midnight.
Bring your camera.
I'm bringing my camera.
And if gunplay begins, get out of the way.
And if what begins to play?
What?
If the
You
guns
said
begin
if
to play.
what begins to play? Oh,
I don't know.
I just didn't hear quite what you said, Rondon. That's all.
So Donnie's been to the cemetery already and kind of went in and looked around and discovered that it was the Manchester family where the stuff was, it's always, he says it's always the same place,
But also have been adopted children. Who adopted the hatred was in Manchester.
They knocked over gravestones belonging to the Manchester family, and the crypt that was broken into is a special memorial to honor the victims of witch hunting in colonial New Bristol.
Oh.
Among others, the remains of Temperance Allerton and Roger Mortimer are buried in the crypt.
And were those graves disturbed?
So, yeah. So that's what you recall.
Oh, right. We're not talking to Jack Allen right now.
No, but Donnie would know this stuff. So,
Donnie, did he say anything about any of the graves being disturbed in there? In the memorial area? Like Roger Mortimer and Temperance Allerton. I don't know why I thought it was Pam Allerton. I'm talking about the Allerton part.
He said they're all over in that same section, yes. And I specifically checked on which hunter guy and his grave was disturbed. I didn't see any both witches.
Yeah. Good question, Fish.
So you finish up there. It's now,
Did he have an answer to that?
7, 8
Mark?
p.m. He doesn't have an answer to anything about Nell Thoreau, if that's what you asked.
No. Or is there any known cultist? Fish asked him that.
Are there any known what?
Cultist.
Yeah,
Members
this
of the
cult
cult.
of the serpent. Does he know anybody?
He said that it's caused by that. Does he have any suspects?
Who he
I whispered to
Says
Huff to ask.
but I expect Friday night we'll have plenty. This has been in the works for a long time.
Oh, I didn't realize you whispered to me. That's right.
Okay. And with that, I think what we'll do is we'll take a break early. Yeah. So we'll come back at 25 till the hour. Yeah, I think so. Cream puffs and eclairs, the boys say. Cream puffs and eclairs. We're back. Came back a few seconds early, but it's because I ran out of music. So, hey. I like cream puffs. I really do like cream puffs a whole lot. Like, if they're really fluffy and flaky and they got the custard in there, the egg custard. Oh my gosh.
We made some cheesy pot of choux when I at the bakery I worked at in Oregon, and they were gougères, but they wouldn't sell. Like, just I went to the front of house, like, just write down cheesy puffs instead of
Cheesy
gougères.
puffs, yeah.
They were
Okay.
sold out at that point. We didn't do anything but
Shit.
change the name.
That's right.
I mean, it'd be different if, people that came in there, knew some of these, French terms. It
As
might
soon
be
as the owner
different.
saw it, he got upset and wanted the name changed back. We didn't sell anymore again. Great. They're gougères. That's what we're calling them. Yep. Your money. Fine.
Yep, your place,
Can we take
whatever.
the ones that don't sell home and eat them later?
And there you have it. Words
They're
of
great
wisdom. Your lesson
not a
for the
murderer.
day from cobblerologist.
Marketing.
They don't know how to sell them. Well, like Orange Ruffy, the fish, Orange Ruffy, was originally called Slime Head. Well, they couldn't sell it.
It's of course not.
Wonder
'cause
why.
That's appetizing.
So you go to a restaurant, just remember when you see Orange Ruffy with a side of
Or,
mint and blah 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 blah, and it's a fucking slime head that you're eating. So
Or I think it's the Chilean sea bass that was called the Patagonian toothfish.
Yep.
And people didn't want a toothfish. Although the slime head is a much better example.
yeah, well the Chilean sea bass is now like a protected species, I guess you'd say.
Oh, it's an endangered, protected species.
Oh, you can still find it
That's
on
what
the
makes
menu.
it taste so good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's fast forward the clock a little bit. It is now Thursday. And you guys said you were going to Chuck Garrison's funeral? Yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
except Huff?
You do, and it passes without event. It's 3 p.m. The
Is
funeral
Mrs.
ends.
Manchester there?
No, you did not see Mrs. Manchester there.
Is it plot to kill her husband, which this guy doesn't even come to his funeral? Bet she didn't
Yeah,
even pay for
some lover.
flowers.
Some lover.
I think he may have just been a patsy.
I agree.
So you got some time
I mean-
to kill.
Realistically, how was he expected to keep her in the style that she was accustomed to?
Presumably inheritance.
Lottery.
Unsigned codicil to her will.
Or his idea was to do the fake jewels in the first place.
Oh, maybe that's what the jewelry was pawned off for.
So they could, quote unquote, run away.
Yeah, a little love, But did you say months ago? Did it say it was months ago?
I thought
Yeah,
4
he made
months
him.
ago.
He made him months ago. That's right. Long, long time ago.
In a galaxy far away.
Okay. I don't have anything else to do
I can't think of anything else to do.
until the cemetery, yeah?
We can investigate the cemetery
The
more.
Anybody got
music
anything else?
in the
Ask
cantina.
Late Stalker some more.
The
Found
guy
anything?
said, "My friend doesn't like you." He said, "I don't like you either."
Yep. I don't have a shovel or a spade or anything if we're grave robbing.
What?
Grave robbing.
No, we're not. We're not grave robbing.
Oh, okay.
We could go to the place where Nel Toro works and get lunch. At the very least, it was pretty good.
Yeah, okay. That's a good idea.
All right.
See
So
how they're operating without the Jarrett's in control anymore.
the Apollo.
Yeah,
Well, it's still open. The doors are still open.
right.
It's still a legitimate business.
Yep. There's gaming going on in the back room.
What's the lunch special?
I don't know, but you guys get to the door and these bunch of guys come out. Like you guys ain't coming in here, man.
What? We're not welcome. We just want lunch.
That's what I fucking said, isn't it? You're not coming in here. That pretty much means you're not welcome in here.
Okay then.
Fine.
Looks like this is
It
our
needed
answer.
more salt anyway.
You guys look around. You notice coming.
Meat's dry.
There's a couple more people standing over here, down here at the end of the building, looking at you.
Give them 1 star and Yelp.
First, we will invent the Yelp, and then we will give them the 1 star.
Well, let's see. There is the Seaside Resort. There's the Wharf
Well,
Rat
I'm
Bar.
sure. I'm
Man,
sure Donnie's saying, "Ooh, McDonald's, McDonald's."
If only there was some way for me to like instantly let everybody that I know that that place is bad. I have to think about
You mean
that.
like
word of mouth is a hell
like
of a thing.
Twitter?
No, like just like standing up and just like yelping at the top of my lungs. You know?
Yelping it at the top of your lungs.
I'll put that on the back burner for later.
I'll call this friend I know, Angie. She's got a list.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm on it.
So yeah, there's a couple other places in the neighborhood to eat. There's the Seaside Resort, which is like some little cottages, and then a nice kind of quiet restaurant, home cooked meals. Then there's the
They
Wharf Rat
probably
Bar.
let us. We've been to the Wharf Rat.
Have we?
Yeah,
I don't think we
that's
have.
kind of the like
Criminal underbelly.
Yeah, the fence and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, equipping the characters.
Kids taking fence and stuff there.
Well, I feel somebody there would probably recognize Peggy.
Yep, center of the black market, basically in New Bristol. Drugs, guns,
I thought
stuff like
somebody
that.
told us that before.
Yeah, my
We had-
supply's a little low, to be honest.
McRibs.
Well, that's what the guy at the pawn shop told you, I think. Or no, it's the gun shop. The gun shop.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, all of his stuff was legit. If you wanted something not so legit, you might try the Wharf Rat for something like that. Yeah, so time passes. You guys have time to do some shopping, whatever you want to. But if you do, you might want to make it quick because I'm fast forwarding time again. And you get back to the hotel. The phone rings. You guys are sitting in the lobby talking to Tom Morgan. Figured you might as well play a little miniatures battle while you're still all together.
Sure, why not?
Nice.
In the middle of a murder investigation, sure. Phone
Well,
rings
we're
and
going over what we've gotten so far for him.
Bellhop walks over and he's got like, a tray with a phone on it and the long cord that runs all the way back over to the wall that he's pulling behind him. Phone call for you. And he hands it to who's the one that's been dealing with Bob the most? The cop.
I think Huff.
Yeah.
Huff. Yeah, he hands it to you and it's Bob and he goes, well, you're Mrs. Manchester's back in town.
Oh, really?
We just got a call heading over there now. She says there's been a burglary.
I look at
Oh,
Peggy.
does she now?
What else to steal? I mean, what else does she have to steal?
Let's see. I want to look at.
Bob wanted us to lay low.
A robbery where?
Is it here at the hotel?
Put that over
Oh,
there.
at the penthouse.
New Bristol
Every
Times.
time we try to sit and play a game.
No,
At the
she
hotel.
Might have
some
she
dice
rolls.
reports. She reports that there was a piece that was valuable to her husband. Matter of fact, it was in his hands the night that he was murdered, and she insists that he was murdered.
Medallion.
And
Oh.
the Hawk
Oh.
medallion, and the Hawk medallion's
Wait.
been stolen.
Wouldn't that have been in like evidence or something?
I thought the police had it.
I suppose it would have eventually been released back to the family.
Yeah. It's family
Ask him
heirroom.
where it was.
Heirroom. It's your family heirroom.
Hey,
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
out of this.
Wait, how wasn't this ruled a suicide?
It was ruled a suicide, but she insists it was a murder.
Okay, right. But I mean, it was ruled a suicide to quiet everything down about it.
No.
And that's why we were investigating more.
Yeah. Where was this?
So would they have
from?
taken that then? But I don't even think the police would have taken it if it was ruled a suicide.
Perhaps, I don't know.
They taped it off and brought the coroner and stuff.
Well,
one of them could have easily picked it up.
Let's see. I thought I just had that.
Peggy, do you have that medallion?
That's a good question, Fish. I mean, that's a fair question.
I made a rubbing of the medallion, but I didn't take it.
Now, was it stolen from the penthouse or from somewhere else?
That I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me go.
Do they have another residence?
Let me go digging through here. Kelly Brothers Construction. Really fun. Okay. It doesn't really say. So I'd say it was released back to the family. She's reporting it stolen, so she had to have had possession of it.
That's fair, and probably from the penthouse if I had to guess. And as far as we know, Cynthia's already left town. And
well, you get there and she's got like these two cleaning ladies with her that she's hired to come in and help clean this mess up now that the police have, ruled this a suicide and they're trying to clean the crime scene up, and she's trying to get back to some semblance of a normal life, and she says that she hasn't been back here but for just a few hours, and of course this is happening right up above you guys in the penthouse.
Yeah, how did we not see her? How did we not see her come in or see the police roll up? Or
Well, you were getting very good rolls as he dies, and you had this thing with the pew 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 pew. It's a pain.
And I will be right back because food's ready.
Where, I haven't even looked at Twitch chat. Have I been missing out on stuff? I've been so engrossed in the game tonight, man. Let's see. Where's my... I didn't even know Kay was out there. I gotta say hi to Kay. Hi, Kay. Food idea, another good one. Canadians did canola oil? What? Really?
Yeah, so the plant was called
rapeseed,
oil.
yeah. They plant rape. They plant rape around here all the time. But deer to eat.
Selling this canola sounds a lot better.
Yes, canola oil. Okay, so this happens. You guys have Miss Manchester if you'd like to ask her any questions.
So what's up with those jewelries?
You gotta be such a liar.
The only thing stolen was the Hawk medallion, the family heirloom that John Manchester was clutching at the time of his death. She says, I had it with me. I put it back in the safe. I don't remember if I locked it or not, though, since there's nothing in there was worth anything anyway.
When did you put it back in there? When did you put it back in the safe?
When we first got back. Somebody's been in my
when
suite.
did you get back?
We've been back since 3 o'clock this afternoon cleaning up. So when you guys were out and about at the funeral and whatnot.
Let's see if the elevator guy saw anything.
The what?
So it'd have to be someone that would have to know they got it back in their possession.
The elevator man.
You go to like walk out the door towards the elevator and you look down and you see the elevator doors are just closing and the gray man looks at you and smiles as the doors close and then the elevator starts down.
What?
The vacuum. It's in the elevator.
I figured he'd have been
Maybe we can take the stairs and catch up with them.
down the fire escape.
Was that? Yeah. Sid, you do that. I will wait here, just in case he comes back. Me and Donnie.
Run, 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 run,
Run,
run.
run, 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 run. Run, 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 run.
Peggy comes with. I feel like the spoon is the only thing that's actually hit the gray man.
It is a
I don't know if you need athletics or not. To try to beat them.
Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. And Peggy, light in loafers, goes sprinting down the stairs, and you can actually, every time you come to another floor, you can hear the elevator clicking past, click, click, click. And then the farther down the stairs you run, because you're like 12 stories up, you get down to about the 4th floor, and the clicking is farther and farther and farther away from you, so the elevator is moving a little bit faster than you. But you get to the bottom.
Gravity going with us at least.
You get to the bottom, and you bust out the door, and as you do, you hear the bell ring to the elevator, and what sounds like the door's opening, and you can see the elevator attendant. But it looks like he's been over at the desk, like the front desk, talking to one of the girls that works here, kind of flirting with her. And he turns around and he starts walking back over towards the elevator like he wasn't even on it. But you hear the doors open, but nobody ever comes out of the elevator.
Of course not.
Hell.
You hear it stop at another floor, right?
Somewhere around floor 7. Somewhere around floor 7, you've caught a whirlwind, probably, and just flew away.
Who caught a whirlwind?
At least it didn't fill with fire and burn everyone.
Or he stopped at another floor and jumped out a window.
And jumped on the whirlwind.
Or he climbed the roof of the elevator and he's above it. Better climb up there and check.
You're climbing up on the roof, Fish?
No, I'm still upstairs. I didn't take the elevator, or the stairs.
Oh,
I'm waiting for the elevator to come back. I'm just giving bad ideas to
Is anybody riding the elevator back up, or are you going to run back up the stairs?
No, after that running down, I'm ride the elevator.
Yeah, you ride the elevator back up, and they come back in all sweaty and stuff, running down the stairs. And the elevator guy, he's whistling, and it looks like he's got a copy of the latest Stephen King book.
You're gonna say
The Stand.
Good call. That'd have been about
What's his name again? The elevator guy?
I don't know. We'll call him Elevator Eddie.
I was gonna say, let's call him Tim.
I thought his name was Dave or something like that.
Yeah, but
Dave's not here, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna kind of ask him.
Make me have
tell him that this might sound kind of crazy, but have you seen any strange people around the hotel or town or anything? And I'll describe.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. He says, you guys are about the strangest group that I've seen around here in a while, and you're still here. I mean, the convention was over a week ago, and with the killing and all, and you guys are still here? What the hell's going on?
We still haven't had a full game.
Well, we're friends with the hotel owner, Tom Morgan.
I know.
Did you see anybody come up to the penthouse today?
well, Mrs. Manchester, the cleaning ladies, maybe? Doesn't take a genius.
Well, yeah, I mean, other than like someone who may have been sneaky or suspicious. You don't have any interest in medallions, do you?
Medallions.
Not like
Yeah,
pork
like
medallions.
yeah, we're
Those
talking
are
about
pork.
like bling.
I was thinking tenderloin. You know
Yeah.
the medallions at tenderloin. No, I don't. Why? No, but I might be
No, no
looking
reason.
for a ring as he looks across the lobby, Well, no, because he took you guys back upstairs. Then you hear the bell. Ding, ding. Somebody down below wanting the elevator. All right, gotta go. Closes the doors. Away he goes.
Well, why don't we take a look and see? Is he safe and see if we see anything? Or anything else out of place compared to before?
Well,
We see
didn't we
fire
want
safe.
to? Didn't we want to talk to Linda again? Like question her about the jewels that she faked.
Lydia Manchester?
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
started to, and then I said we should ask the elevator man, and everyone ran downstairs.
Well, it all comes clean that, yeah, especially with Bob Davidson here with you, that, uh, that she got into some gambling trouble down at the Apollo and had to hawk her jewels. Basically, she just, paid Tommy Jarrett the family jewels, but she had to have them faked first, and Tommy Jarrett was okay with it and all that stuff, and she says, but they're my jewels and I can do what I want to with them. And Bob says, but you can't file a false police report.
And that's also
What?
insurance fraud.
I haven't filed an insurance claim against him, you idiot.
Really? Because that would have been the smart thing to do.
You are just such a know-it-all. He's like, you can't arrest me. I know my rights.
Well, that's the thing. Most of the folks that say that don't know their rights.
Yeah.
So do you know anything about that Ned Thoreau woman? Since you've down at the Apollo
About
so
what?
much?
About what? I'm sorry, man.
Or about Ned Thoreau, since you were down at the Apollo so much? She has an act there. Did you ever talk to her? Be friends.
Is her act in the gaming room? That's where I spent my time.
I don't think it's in the gaming room
That's
anyway.
not very effective. You could have taken the break.
Wait, I think we're missing one connection here. Nel Turo performs at the Apollo Club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Apollo Club is ran by the Jared gang,
Right.
Yep.
right? What if Nel Turo's their hitman or hit woman?
This would actually make a lot of sense.
I think it'd be more likely that that the Jarrett gang has been compromised in its cult of the serpent. And Nel Thoreau is the high priestess.
Oh, yeah. And she thinks she does stuff, but she just does this
Possibly,
stage magic, and they're like, "Oh, that is a sorcery."
possibly a descendant of Temperance Allerton.
Perhaps.
Oh, didn't you say there was some sort of anagram you figured out?
Yeah, Nel Thoreau is Allerton.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
don't we go ask her if she knows anything about these Allertons?
We can't get into the Apollo Club.
Yeah.
Well, we won't go to the show. We wait till after she is done and she leaves. Hey, Bob, do you know where she lives?
And who's to say she's not going to have bodyguards that follow her?
That's true, but
But she has to stay somewhere. I'm sure she doesn't live anywhere nearby.
yeah, do you know where she is staying, Bob?
No, I don't know anything about her, he says.
Oh, is the prime suspect and you do not know anything about her. America.
Why are you calling her
Why
the
do you
prime
suddenly sound Frank?
suspect? All of a sudden, she's the prime suspect. You guys have named 3 or 4 prime suspects.
But we're really
Well, we're
sure this
pretty sure.
time.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's Nel Turo. I mean,
Yeah, at
all
least
the
a
things-
2 out of 10 on this one.
I mean, we showed a picture of her to the elevator guy here at the hotel, and yeah, he confirmed that she came up to the penthouse.
She was
that day.
the last person taken up.
Or alternative, I don't know if we call her.
You
Well-
really think they would allow us to speak to her?
Again,
Even
you're
they were
talking
us.
about the prime suspects in a suicide. You guys have to bring me something concrete. If it's her, prove it. Find something. I'll take them
trying to.
down. I'll take them all down.
Did we give him Chuck Garrison's confession?
No, I think we kind of stole the key from the thing and
Kind of acted like you
impeded
weren't
an
there.
investigation.
Well, we didn't. He doesn't. I mean, how we came about it is neither here nor there. The fact that we have it.
You don't think they're going to question that? I mean, make a man a deputy for a day, and he thinks he's above the law.
Chain of
I
custody.
didn't say I was above the law.
I mean,
I am the law.
And technically,
Pretty
we
sure-
weren't deputized at that time.
that was before we got to badges.
I'm
So I wasn't.
I'm pretty sure they said license to kill somewhere in the deputy ceremony.
Yeah. But
That's all I heard. Double O.
I have the idea. Maybe we could ask our friend Tom Morgan to call Mr. Rowe
Ooh, that's not a bad
and
idea.
ask questions or see if she will. Oh, maybe he can ask her to come to a meeting here to see for a future performance at his hotel.
Ooh.
And then when she gets here, we say, "Ha! It is us." What do you know?
And they say, "Ha ha!"
Yeah, Brad, you keep slipping into your French accent.
No, I could see a German guy saying that. Enough that Gunther gets an extra penny. And we say, "Ha ha!" We are here to stop you.
We are the good guys.
All right.
Hail the heroes.
Yeah, Veno, go get you some vittles. Veno needs vittles. All right, so Lydia Manchester reports second theft, unlike the theft of her jewelry. This one's real. And the only thing stolen was the hot medallion. Concept art. Oh, this must be. Yes. Nell Tarot. And her tiger and her zombies.
Oh yeah, that don't look freaky at all. I forgot all about the freaking tiger.
There's some old school art for you, right there.
That massacred her zombie, right?
Yeah, it like ripped her
Yeah, the
zombies
zombies.
to pieces, and then they were like
And then they came back to
miraculously
life, yeah.
unhurt. Yeah. Yep. So there we have that going for us. Okay.
Yeah, will Tom call? Maybe he can do that and we can find out.
Can do what?
If Tom calls
Oh,
and
Tom
ask for-
calls.
and gets Mr. Rowe to come over here and have a business meeting or ask her some questions. Yeah, I mean, you need to know her legal name for contractual reasons and such.
I think I liked this plan before when I thought you were saying Tom Collins better.
Tom Collins.
I mean, while we wait here, there's a bunch of time.
Yes. Hello, Apollo Club. Somebody gonna play the part of your friend Tom Morgan? Go ahead, Gunther. It's your
Does he have
idea.
an accent?
You are now Gunther playing the part of Tom Morgan.
All right, I'm
So
back. What's going
yeah,
on?
I'm sure he does have an accent. So again, here we go.
Hi, this is Tom Morgan from...
Morgan and Morgan?
What's the hotel called? I should know that out of character.
Morgan and Morgan, for the people.
New Bristol. The New Bristol.
The New Bristol Arms.
This is Tom Morgan over at the New Bristol Arms. I was wondering if I could talk to Miss Nell Thoreau, please.
Miss Thoreau is not in today. She won't be back until Saturday night's show.
Oh, well, as you know, I have a mustache. Thank you very much. Could you give her a message to call me when she's able?
To call you Mr. Mustache? What?
No.
Who's she supposed to call?
Call Mr. Morgan over here at the Arms. Here, I'll give you my number.
Mr. Morgan at the New Bristol Arms. Okay. Number is. Let me check my. Oh, we don't have caller ID for another 10 years. I'm sorry.
555 7631.
555-7631.
This area code, of course.
Okay, Mr. Morgan, I'll pass it along when she's in on Saturday. Thank you.
You could always say if you can't be reached there, they can call you at 867-5309.
I believe that is Jenny's.
My girl Jenny will pick up.
I wonder
She's my secretary.
I wonder if that phone number has just been in all area codes completely removed.
Inundated.
I believe that is the case.
Yeah, I bet.
People talk about hating having that phone number.
Okay, let's see.
Well, everybody, I called, and she's going to be gone until Saturday. I think that's after your Suspicious Friday time. So I'm going to go back over here and be the manager guy.
Theme for Heroes.
Okay. No, I think it was Gunther was acting like Tom. It wasn't Brad playing the part of Tom.
No,
it was Gunther.
Brad.
All right, Heroes. It is now Friday, and the day is going by.
I want to have an 80s gearing up montage.
Oh, yeah, we got to have a montage. Hey, Donnie, is there anything that bitches are known to be afraid of, like how, other than Midwestern girls with water?
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, they like straight melt. Like, it is super easy.
Do you think we can get some sort of water gun to bring with us?
Yeah, I spent like 2 hours thinking it was going to be hard work killing that witch. Boom, splash of water. That was it.
You're making this shit up as you go.
That sounds like Tommy.
It's gonna be 2 hours. Spray that bitch with water.
Man, that's canon. They've been showing me that every year since I was 3 years old.
It is. It is. Oh, okay. So
I about got my younger cousin killed one time because I told him that the first part of the movie was in color, but it was so old that sometimes you had to adjust the color on the set to get it to come in. And then when it went to color, it was like an acid green. His dad almost killed him.
There is an A-Team music on Sirenscape, is there really?
Oh, I forgot Sirenscape.
Huh.
Benno, do we need to use Sirenscape?
I'll have to stop that and start it after you guys all get to Sirenscape. Here I've been playing all this cool shit, telephone ringing and stuff. You guys didn't hear none of that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess I should take it back to making it part of the message of the day, but most people just close the message of the day when it opens up on their screen. Or like that. A tea. Here's a tea shop.
Yeah, tea shop's still there, Benno.
All right. So yeah, A-Team. Wasn't there a lot more to it than snare drums and bass drum?
I like how it answered you.
Yes, there is more.
Sort of.
As our heroes wait for midnight to roll around.
Oh, but hey Donnie, when you went to the cemetery, what was the surrounding area like? Were there lots of trees and such?
Oh yeah, especially down
Pretty
around,
nice, huh?
the the old plots down there, the walkways through the cemetery and some old trees and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe we can get some camouflage clothing and then we can hide while we wait for this.
It's a good idea. I've been practicing my face paint ever since that Predator movie there.
Oh, excellent.
I'm all for clothes shopping.
I need to empty just a second to close the dryer.
So we're gonna fast forward the time even more since you guys don't have anything that you want to
Can we
do.
get some camouflage clothing to?
Some camouflage clothing, sure. You can go shopping. Like I said, you can do what you need to. You got all
There's a
day on
camouflage
Friday.
fatigues item.
Yeah, just
We
take
can.
common clothes or whatever and change the name to camouflage.
And I'm muted. There's actually camo fatigues.
Are there?
Yes.
And I have
apparently I already have
binoculars.
some, so
So you guys get all camoed up. About 10 o'clock, you head out to the Dexter Upton Memorial Cemetery. And you meet with Jack Halloran.
Wait, which
alright, let's try this tree climbing thing again. That's better.
one was Jack Halloran?
The reporter, I think.
That was Kolchak.
Was it?
Yeah. Was he the graveyard guy? I don't remember.
Well, how terrible of me. I never had Sirenscape turned on through the stream either. That's okay, because we're just now getting going with our A-team music. Jack Halloran was the caretaker of the Dexter Upton Memorial Cemetery.
Yeah, so you think it's supposed to be about midnight? Is Kolchak here?
About 11 p.m. He is. They're sitting around having coffee in the tool shed.
Is there a nice tree I could go climb and watch this area with my binoculars?
Jack Halloran goes, well, sure, you could climb any of these trees, but wouldn't you rather go down there by where the action's gonna happen?
Oh, yeah,
I want to be where the explosions are going to be at. Where's that at?
I'm gonna go look for a tree near this area.
No explosion. No explosions, gentlemen.
Tree near the area where
Yeah,
he's gonna be
I've
at, so
promised
I can
anything.
watch. All sneaky like.
Let's see.
Does Jack not hear the music?
I know, right?
That's explosion music, or prelude to explosion.
Well, fortunately, this isn't a Michael Bay movie.
Definitely want to be watching from a nearby tree where I'm camouflaged with my binoculars.
And of course, there's a map.
Alright, so this is this place.
This is the place, yeah.
Can I hide in a tree over here?
I want to be in that tree.
Wait, which the? Okay, you guys are going up in that tree. Oh, okay, there's the stuff. I can kind of scroll over. So what is this on the ground right here?
What is what on the ground right where?
That would be a headstone with a whole bunch of shrubbery around it.
Shrubberies.
They look disturbed.
Yeah.
Shrubberies.
Two
Bring
fresh
that-
graves.
Shrubbery. So Donnie and Huff are gonna hang back. The rest of you
No.
guys are gonna. No. But Jack tells you guys up front, man, you're gonna scare him off. You're too close.
Are we?
If we don't get him tonight, I gotta wait a whole nother year to do this again.
Alright, that's true. We are kind of close. I'm gonna go to this tree over here instead.
Carl Kolchak's like, you really don't want to try to scare him off now.
I'm going this way. I'm flanking.
Okay, so this is like 11 p.m. You guys start hunkering down, hiding.
Heck, Peggy, are you in the bushes?
Yes.
Flicking a bean.
I'm gonna hang out back here, but I'm gonna bring my parabolic mic with me. Listen to it.
You
Your
have that?
parabolic mic.
I do for the stalking purposes.
Is it plugged into one of them little handheld cassette? Oh, didn't you buy one of them? Somebody bought a handheld cassette recorder.
Oh no, I've got that. It's got the long, curvy wire with it.
Okay. So the night passes. Sure enough, a procession makes its way down the path past you. Right at midnight, torches are carried.
Are they,
There we go.
What is the moon situation tonight?
It is what you see here. There's enough moon to see by a little bit. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
No, not great. There's no great lighting down here.
But I mean, we can see a bit. I'm watching with my binoculars.
Wow, that's a lot of them.
I was thinking that too. I wish we should have bought some illegal grenades.
Grenades? Somebody want grenades?
I mean, how effective would that be?
I said I wanted to be where the explosions were.
Exactly.
There's a reason for that.
All right, you guys. You're over. You know, Kolchak and what's his name are over here in the bushes with you guys. They didn't
Jack
want to
Halloran.
get that close. Jack Halloran, yeah. And they're like, no, wait a minute. Let's see what they do.
Who's the one standing in the middle?
see
Well, I
it?
need
They
to
have
go back
tattoos
and
on their
read.
hands, or is it
Need
too
to
dark?
read. That's too dark to see that. Well, yeah.
That's what I was guessing, but also just in case.
The characters and caretaker Jack Halloran have hidden in a group of trees. They hope to catch whoever has been vandalizing the cemetery. Shortly before midnight, 14 people arrive. 13 of the people are dressed in long, hooded black robes. The 14th person is Billy Manchester,
Oh.
who has his hands tied behind his back.
Oh.
4 of the hooded individuals pull a casket out of the memorial crypt.
What?
Billy Manchester is then tied to the casket, and with a wand, the leader draws a circle around Billy and the casket. And Carl Kolchak's over here with his camera. He's trying to take pictures. The leader draws a circle around Billy and the casket. And she stands inside the circle, and the other 12 robed figures paint strange blood-red symbols around the outside of the circle. And the 12 robed people begin to chant. The leader inside the circle also draws some bizarre symbols on the ground with her wand. And the chanting grows louder and louder, and Kolchak's like, "This is golden. This is the story of the century." Chanting grows louder and louder, and the leader pulls a bound rooster out of the sack and places it on the casket. And she pulls out a dagger and prepares to kill the rooster. As she does so, her hood falls back.
Neltero.
That's Pamela Ashton.
Who?
As Jack Halloran. At the same time, the characters whisper, "Neltero."
Oh.
Jack Halloran is outraged. "Here now, you people, stop that!" he shouts as he runs towards the people in robes. The characters follow.
Yes.
Hold on.
What was the name you said?
Huh?
What was the name you said?
Jack Halloran says, "That's Pamela Ashton."
Pamela Ashton. And we don't know who that is. She looks like Nell Tarot to us. That's who we've met as Nell Tarot.
Yep.
I mean, we figured that was your stage name.
Well, we should stop them, right? Because it looks like they're about to sacrifice the kid.
Or the chicken.
Who cares about them sacrificing the chicken?
Does there need to be any bloodshed? If there needs to be bloodshed.
Nice. We should maybe shoot some warning shots in the air.
Huff with Joker.
Yeah. Oh. Where's Jack? Just took off, huh?
Yeah, he's yeah. Here
I'm
now.
following him.
Says, Jack Halloran's outraged. "Here now, you people, stop that!"
I'm gonna back his play.
As he runs out toward the people in robes. And everybody just stops and turns and looks at you.
Well,
None of these people are armed.
Everybody just stop right where you're at.
None of them are armed. They're like, they keep chanting. They're looking at you. They keep chanting.
I'm gonna reach in and pull out Betsy.
The 12 people remain frozen in place, blocking attacks from Nell. You guys are like trying to get around her, and Nell's chant ends in a final hideous scream in some unknown language. Suddenly, the earth covering 4 graves begins to tremble. And 4 recent corpses claw their way out of the ground. They stumble out of the grave to attack the characters. The 4 corpses.
Oh gosh.
The 4 corpses are zombies.
What the actual fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say cue Michael Jackson's Thriller, but...
And And let's see, does that change your mind, Huff? Are you going to run
No.
right onto your? Okay, so
Well, I'm not gonna. Okay, no wait. I'm not gonna go up in amongst that.
Yeah.
With their force, I'm gonna stop as soon as the ground starts erupting and begins taking targets of opportunity. So what? I get my pace right. 6.
yeah, you get your pace up to 6. There you go.
All right,
You run
I'll
out.
move
You
to my
got
pace.
weapons out, drawing on
Yeah, I
these
said I
unarmed
pulled
people.
out Betsy. Yes, I said I
Yeah,
pulled
he
out
did say he
Betsy.
pulled it out.
Okay, so you got a Desert Eagle 5.0
And
that
here's
does
a
not
zombie.
say replica on the side of it, and
No,
you
it
move
does not.
forward and okay.
Can I bet that roll? Is it a hit?
It's a hit. You have a Joker
hit.
bonus.
Oh, Joker bonus.
That is
Hell
a hit.
yeah.
I find it funny that the NPC has to differentiate between human zombie and zombie something else.
Zombie
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this zombie, boom, you shoot him and he spins around in a circle and he's not quite sure where he's walking right now.
Okay.
Now, what did
Yeah.
you say? Have to differentiate between what? Zombie, human, zombie, human, zombie.
Oh yeah. That he finds it funny that they have to differentiate zombie
Yeah.
types.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, generally, a zombie, when you think of just a regular zombie, you think of a human, or at least a humanoid zombie.
You could have like bipedal versus, quadrupedal, but
yeah.
That's all I got.
Bipedal, medium size.
But
did you
usually,
get it
if
from the
it's something
fantasy
other than
companion? Are there elf zombies afoot?
There could be. You never know. This is Lords of Creation.
All right.
Huff?
So I'm. Yeah. So I guess that's it, right?
That's it.
Move, action, and I don't have any free actions or anything.
All right.
Every one of the zombies are the cultists to a king.
Yeah, usually when they're like
Ah,
extras
yeah,
or
zombies. Yeah,
they all
yeah.
go together.
Can't you identify that one since we know it's an El Toro?
Yeah, I guess I can.
Pamela.
It's not though. It's not Nel
Al,
Toro.
Ash,
Pamela.
Pamela Ashton.
This
Is
is
that
Nel
what you said,
Toro
Pamela Ashton?
78.
Huh?
It was Nel Toro 78.
Oh no. It's just like Donnie was saying about the cloning.
It is.
Ah,
We'll circle back to that. Let's talk about the Dead Rising.
Okay. and
Yeah,
the dead will
costumes.
rise. All right, so she does. Well, I might as well just roll these rolls out in the open then. She begins cursing at you guys in a strange language.
Swearing or cursing?
Cursing.
Okay. All right.
So you got that.
She should have that on her. Why does she not? Why doesn't that? Maybe it's automatic. Okay, let's see. She can do this. And then these guys, I'm going to give them all as it comes their turn a spirit roll because she flees and they are no longer under her spell. And this person snaps out of it and they're like, what? What the hell? What is that smell?
That last of the Desert Eagle.
And so with that, their spells are broken, and I'm going to put them on hold. Yeah. All right, Sid.
Since we were hiding, can I get the drop on this one zombie?
Well, I'd need a stealth roll from you because he's not really affected much by darkness, I don't think.
Is there a bonus for the camouflage?
That's a success. There's probably a bonus for darkness and camouflage, and it's dark, and I'm going to say, yes, you got the drop on him.
Yay. Now, where's that effect?
Well, let's see.
All right, and I put this on.
Oh, no, what happened?
Them.
There it is.
All right. And pow. Oh, oh my.
Pow, right in the kisser. Hit with a raise. Boom, boom.
that
Toughness 7. Where is the zombie? Right there.
And
Okay.
that, kids, is how you take care of a zombie.
I just hope we don't get arrested for this afterwards. Can I also do stealthing?
Yeah. Give me a stealth roll. If it's successful, I'll let you have it. Although everybody knows there's firing from the bushes now. That's a success. I'll give you that against the zombie because they are zombies.
And I'm going to follow Huff and Sid's lead against these, what are clearly possibly Italian agents. What's their intelligence service called?
What is what?
I'm just trying to figure out who I'm going to blame. Because, I mean, zombies aren't real. They must be.
People in makeup and such.
Like, I mean, we're wearing camo. They would want to wear camo too. Just they're in costume.
Well, they did rise from the ground, so I suppose they had little straws or whatever so that they could
Well,
breathe
they
while they
make
just
the
stayed
the
there for
suits
the
that they
right
wear, so
moment.
like the they're super camouflaged.
Oh, the ghillie suits?
Yes, that's it.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not wearing ghillie suits.
All right,
No,
Peggy.
but I mean, something along those lines.
You were in the bushes. Don't know if the zombies know if you're there or not. You could give me a stealth roll.
Yeah.
If you want to stealth. If you don't, then that's fine too.
Oh no, she's planned on stealthing for sure.
Yep, that's a success with a raise. Good enough. All you needed was a 4.
But she's trying to sneak around to get closer to Neil Thoreau.
So you're going to
Wonder how
move at
possible that is.
half of your speed then,
Yeah.
if you're wanting to move. So you're going to stealth, so that wouldn't be a raise because it'd be -2. You're going to stealth and you're going to run. So if you want to run, you can click the run die down there, and then that'll tell you 7. So it doesn't add anything. I give you 1 extra square, so you get 4 squares.
Wait, your pace
4
is
pace.
3?
4 paces.
Wait, why is your pace 3? Are you encumbered or something?
Yeah, that seems strange.
Yeah, but I'm not using the encumbrance rules. It does say encumbered though.
Maybe the rules got reset with the latest Fantasy Grounds update.
She hasn't really picked up hardly anything.
So I missed a
also,
line, I think, last time we played.
I think
It
your
doesn't
strength's
matter.
4.
Pace is. We'll fix it here in a minute. Pace is 6 plus a running die is 1, which gives you a total of 4. Because she's moving
No,
at
a total
half.
of 7.
7.
No, because she's moving at half of her speed. Because she's stealthing.
Oh, I didn't know she was stealthing.
Oh.
I thought she
Yes.
burst out dramatically.
No.
No. She's trying to stay hidden.
Yep.
She's not getting very far. And this is noticeably under the trees, not on top of the trees.
Right. Okay.
And, she draws her spoon, so just to
And
be
she's
clear.
got her spoon in her hand. Just to be clear. Okay. All right. Zombie human. The 6 versus your 6. I believe I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because he's a zombie. He looks over your way. And you hear him go, brains. And then he turns and he moves this way because he's a zombie and his pace is whatever it is. Pace is 4, running 5. He can move 5.
Can zombies run?
He shambles 5.
He shambles 5. There you go. Very nice. This one stands up. Using half of its movement and takes a step your way. 2 steps. That's the wrong one. Which is the one that this one. One, 2, 3, 4. No, this one was not down. This guy. Let me back up a second here.
I didn't know any of them were down. Well, except for
2
the
of
one
them
that I
were.
killed.
Let's say you
I did the
one
same.
down.
And he's running over your way. And zombie does not get up.
Wait, Nell Tarot is running away.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to
Accurate.
get closer.
Donnie.
You know what? But before we go any further, you know what, Brad? I think I will go ahead and play this card.
He's gonna run up and take some cover against the side of this tree trunk.
All right.
And try to shoot this zombie in that.
Ow, ow, ow.
So we all get an extra card from that, Marv.
Gosh.
And then we're going to see what it is.
Vino,
because
you're such a dick.
you think that is bad? Wait till. Well, I'm going to see what I draw before I say anything. And you can play an additional one also.
Oh, I hope I can keep this card for later.
Oh, dark bargain for Donnie Boone.
What?
Riled up. Anybody get any arcane cards? I didn't really look at them first few that I dealt out.
Not Peggy.
Okay.
No, I got teamwork.
All right, Donnie, what are you doing here? Donovan Boone shooting a
Ran
glob.
up, took cover next to that thing, and then aimed for the head on the zombie.
Oh,
I
aiming
guess
for
that's
the
an
head on the
unreported hit.
zombie. Damn, Donnie's a pretty good shot tonight. His hands are steady, man. He must have had a drink. He must have had a drink.
It was a flask of McRib sauce.
He rolled a 6 again. Okay.
God, you'd never get that out of a flask. Gosh,
Right.
horrible.
And
Well, it was more of a
you
small
move
bucket.
forward.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Donnie?
Still did one wound to him then, or no?
Do what?
I still did one wound to him then.
Yeah, you did actually 3 wounds to him, but they're not wild
Oh,
cards.
I thought that was a soak roll for some reason.
Nope, they're not wild cards. These are not big bad zombies. But they can get up again. They get
Somebody's
knocked
on
down, but they get up again. Yes, and as this round ends, these folks begin to scatter, like so. And you hear screaming and you hear people yelling, and they're running all different directions. Ah! And they
tools.
are
All of you.
off hold. Donnie Boone with the king starts round 2. We got 20 minutes left.
I'll take another shot at the zombie. He's still standing. Oh no, he's incapacitated. Yeah, do one back, so it'll be right there. Do 6.
You're going to run up behind this cultist.
They're fleeing, so I figure he's just running through the mass looking for the lady in charge.
All right.
Take a pot shot at Neltro down there.
Let's see. It's dark. Do you see her? Give me a notice roll. You're going to have a raise. Because that
He's
is
honed his
quite a
sense
way. I
just
mean,
to
she was
this.
quite a ways away from all of you guys when she took off behind into the shadows back here. None of you guys are using dark vision or anything. Wow.
Told you
You
he's honed
do
his
you do
senses.
see her back there. Instead of you'll have a -2 to hit her. And that is a hit with a raise. Did you put the -2 in there? I don't see it.
I did not, so
Or
it
it's just
shouldn't have a
6.
raise.
Yeah, so it's just a hit. So let me clear that. It is a hit. She is. You see her kind of pitch forward a little bit, like you might have caught some meat.
I'm gonna spend a point to reroll that damage.
Reroll that damage, okay. Let me take the shaken off of her first. That's still, it's the same
Also
thing.
be shaken.
It's the same thing.
No, it's a wound. It's
No,
not
I
the
had
same thing.
-2.
Oh, wait. Why
So
did damage have -2?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be a wound because it showed a wound because she was shaken already, and it added
yes,
shaken. But
Yeah, it's my bad. Yeah,
it would need to be 9 damage.
yeah, it still just shakes her. Yeah, if I would have removed the shaken and he put a -2 in there, then it would have been a 6, and it would have she would be shaken. Okay, zombie human. This guy is does not get up. this guy. With a pace of 4, not smart enough to stay away from Huff. Yep, comes right up. And shit, yeah, he might as well. He's a zombie. He's gonna claw once. And claw twice. And Huff's batting this shit away. And claw a third time, just wildly flailing his arms.
Steven?
Oh. Now this guy is going to do the same thing because he's a zombie. Why wouldn't they? Right? Claw. Miss. Get a claw in there. Oh. And missing. Nothing happens. Peggy.
All right. Can I do non-lethal damage with my spoon?
I'm pretty sure it does non-lethal damage by default.
Yeah, I'd say it is non-lethal by default.
Yeah. She's trying to get one of these cultist robes. Sure, she's gonna move here and smack one of these guys.
Okay.
She's trying to steal his clothes.
Hey, it might come in handy later.
Okay. Roll to hit the cultist.
If only we had a Holocaust code.
No, I'm betting that.
That's cultist 50. Benny away with the wooden spoon. Well, that's a hit.
Slappy happy.
Do you want to Benny that?
Yeah, I've got the bennies. Why not?
Why not? It's almost the end of the session anyway. End of session, into combat. Can't take him with you. Oh!
Okay.
Ow! You hear the cultist. Ow! Oh! Where hit?
It sounded like they just got paddled, right?
There.
That's essentially what she did.
And they are shaken.
Excellent.
And wherever Peggy hit them, it's probably like this red whelp. She's getting away, guys.
And she disappears into the woods and the bushes and the brush.
Is this all surrounded by a big fence?
That's a good question.
Probably.
Because a lot of cemeteries are.
Probably. It's also full of old trees and mist
Zombies.
and things like that.
I still feel that there should be an athletics roll for Nell Tarot to jump the fence or something.
Well, I mean, it could still be a white.
Well, that's not the fence there. I mean, the
Doesn't
cemetery
need.
carries on for, this is a 400-year-old town, Cemetery carries on for quite a ways. And the ground is all, mushy like an old cemetery. Like
So
you're
it's
walking
difficult
on
terrain.
molehills or molehills everywhere. Yeah, difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain.
Told you there were witches involved. But does anybody listen to Sid? No.
9-0 very costumes.
Are you
Sid talks too
playing?
much.
Are you playing the what's the freaking card? Where you go into a monologue about?
Wait,
No,
Hey.
this is just Sid talking to himself.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Huff.
Okay, it did use that. I was clicking it from the combat page, and I was like, wait, should I be rolling the shooting dice? But no, I guess it does do shooting for that.
Yeah, but now you're in melee shooting, and it'll apply a penalty.
Yeah, that penalty means it goes up against the target's parry as opposed to just a straight 4.
Though that roll would have missed regardless.
Yeah.
Right. I was just letting him know of the penalty in case he wasn't aware.
Well, I mean, really, pistol in melee is.
It's any ranged weapon.
Okay.
I mean, you just need to roll a 5 instead of a 4.
Right.
Pistol's the only one you can use in melee. Period. It
Right.
says only pistol, no rifle or anything longer.
I think it says sawed-off shotgun is okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sawed-off
Other ones,
shotgun or
handguns.
pistol. Anything else are just inside of your. They're inside of your, with a long gun. Now you can Benny that if you got Bennies.
Oh, you know what? I do.
Play the game, man. Play the game.
You can drop it on the
strain
actual.
is-
I already ended my turn. Did you put it back?
I'll put it back on you. So
I was going to say you can drag and drop
did it.
any onto the actual.
I
roll.
did.
That's
no, that's all turned on intentionally, Brad.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, the more ways that people can be, fear, strain, sanity, encumbrance.
Same thing.
Also means
Paint.
cybernetic implants incoming.
Cybernetic implants incoming. There you go.
Well, I want to roll it.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Why won't it what?
You are dragging it. You are dragging the
Dragging the Benny token and dropping it on the dice where it says B6-3.
Oh no, you drop it on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the I think you have a D8 or D6 there.
Oh.
Yeah, so go to your combat tab and it's.
Well, I've already drug it over there and it's already disappeared. I'm not going to use it.
Well, no, here, I'll
for the
give
future.
it back to you. There you go. There's your Benny back.
Yay.
Oh, that one hit.
Yay.
That hit. All right. Shaking.
Oh, was he not shaking still from before? No, he passed it up.
Someone else concerned that you just shot someone point blank with the Desert Eagle and they just still standing.
I know.
Brains? My zombies don't eat brains. My zombies in my world, they eat toe jam and Famunda cheese. And a toasty rich cracker.
There's some cold feet.
Unidentified dude. Pickle pig's feet. That's
No, I said cold feet.
one of my favorite NPCs that I ever sicked on a bunch of characters, and it was all spontaneous. Barrel of pickle pig's feet. Yes, these guys are witness to it.
At least you didn't.
Wasn't that an uh-oh?
Yeah, it's because you guys played a bunch of fucking cards on me. I thought, okay, you fuckers. This cultist tries to run from the zombie, which is incapacitated. And he's got his robes tangled around, so I'll say that's about as far as he can go because it's dark too.
He's tripping over
And
his
these
own
guys are just, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, and you idiots helped summon them. Congratulations.
Just wearing costumes.
That one's running back and forth, and these guys are just moving. Oh my god. And then we can come all the way down here and go from here to Mr. Galewind.
Where's the Night Stalker during all this?
He's fucking with his camera.
I think I'm gonna walk out to my pace here. And not take aim, but take a shot at the one next to Huff.
It's hit. Hmm.
Yay.
Yay.
Since our suspect got away, I guess we should take care of the zombies.
Yes,
All right, Gunther.
got away. I think it'd be pretty fun. You know what? You know what? Cardum can be banned from playing in like 3 seconds by Venno.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna play Uh-Oh.
Did you really pull Uh-Oh?
You're gonna play Uh-Oh?
I'm gonna. If you would give us all more cards, please.
Okay.
Seriously?
They call this the Carl Gambit.
All right, I'm pretty sure that me using it kind of removes it from being drawn from.
No, that's play from the discard pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take any one adventure card from the discard pile.
Okay, I gotcha. And
did anybody get an arcane card? No.
Negative.
Okay.
All right. Follow-up question. For these cultists, did we just save them from a dire situation, being under the spell of Neltaro?
I would say no.
Okay.
No.
Don't shoot this guy.
Don't shoot this guy. I mean, no, these guys were voluntarily here, but maybe not really knowing what was going on completely.
Well, after we save the town from zombies, that's got to be something. Gotta play folk hero for something.
Yeah,
I mean,
these
once they
things
killed the
actually.
zombies, how do we prove that they were zombies?
Holy shit.
I think that might be a hit.
I'll shoot this guy.
Looks like it might be a hit, huh?
Yeah, that was definitely a hit. Now let's see if we can do that with
Oh,
damage.
shit.
Let's see if we can do that with the
Keep going,
damage.
keep going.
Wow.
Head?
Okay.
That zombie has no head.
Yeah, let's find zombie dude. We're going
What
to
do you
apply
Yes, can I
that.
use Dark Bargain?
You can use Dark Bargain. Let's see. Let me find it. I think it requires, let's see, play after contact with an arcane force or strange incident. This is a strange incident, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Draw an adventure card immediately and increase the number you may draw and play by 1 forever. Yes.
Forever.
Or at least,
Forever.
or at least until that character dies.
Yeah. Yeah. But you gain the bad luck hindrance, which means that you get, and there's some coding for that. Well, yeah. So you get another card immediately. Is it arcane? No. Allies with arcane characters and allies with arcane backgrounds regain. Yeah, that is a no card. Turncoat. Okay.
There's no saints here.
All right, and then Wicked. I think I've got that coding somewhere. We'll take care of that. It's not going to affect
Yeah, you can.
anything.
I put what you had to do in chat. But
Oh, did you?
I think you got a power card, arcane card. He just dropped into chat.
Saints
Yeah.
and Martyrs. That's the one I dropped in there.
No.
Replaced it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he
Yeah.
played it. My bad.
That's, I didn't even end up seeing it before I got rid of it.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm on that shit, man. Come on, I'm on that shit. Okay, whose turn? Who caused all the fucking chaos? Of course, Bradius the fish.
Venno started it. He played Uh-Oh first.
I'm gonna start calling you Brad the fish from now on. You are now formally Brad the fish. You might as well just rename yourself all over Discord and Twitch and Twitter and everything.
I'm the mustachioed fish.
The mustachioed fish. Okay, anything else, Gunther? No. Passes his turn, which means it's round 3. Sid Galewind is up with an ace. It is the top of the hour. We're going to hold things right there because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what. But you guys have about one more session in the murder of John Manchester before the game moves on to wherever it's moving on to. With that, it's the top of the hour. Somebody go see if there's somebody out there to raid. Maybe Sven. Listen to me, Sven.
Yeah, Sven's up there.
I mean, you may not want to watch my stream.
So we'll queue up a raid for Spin. Catch reruns and clips and other things over on YouTube. If somebody will queue up my YouTube information for the chat there, that'd be perfect. And subscribe because we need it. It's youtube.com/@Marbania.
Didn't you you never changed your YouTube address? And
you can get there youtube.com/@Marbania, but nobody ever puts the ad in there, so it's weird. It's gonna take a while to catch on. Spencer, he's got 4 people viewing, so everybody stick around just to give him some numbers over there and make things nice.
Also hit F5 when you get over there so you get credit.
Yeah, hit F5, refresh, so he gets credit for the raid and all that stuff. We will be gone for next Thursday's Thanksgiving. Yeah, so
Happy Turkey Day.
Yeah, well, so we will continue this the week after Thanksgiving. But wait a minute, which is the weekend that Donnie Boone will not be with the group?
Weekend after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so we're gone for 2 weekends.
Right.
Yep, 2 weekends. So we won't be back until December, and then we'll get a game in. It'll be perfect time because the game makes a big transition coming up. So anyway, we're gonna start the raid.
what's that like?
We're going to
We're going
Barovia.
to North Pole.
No, we're going to
Something
Barovia.
like that.
Santa and Strahd are both not real. They're just guys with mustaches.
Yeah.
What about the dead guys?
Dead Guys
What,
and
French
Santa.
intelligence guy?
You came to the right channel for Dead Guys and Santa. We're gonna raid now. Hey, everybody, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good buddy. Good one, everybody.
A good body. Have a good body.
Have a good night.
Giggity.